Here we go. All right, guys. Let me know how the sound quality is. I have no clue. And be honest, guys. This time, be honest. Don't give me no bullcrap answers because you don't want to hurt my feelings. If it's muffled, say the sound is muffled, please. And thank you. Okay, let's open the camera. All right, I'm just scared. Every single time I'm scared to open the camera. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's count in Russian backwards. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, all right, that's what I'm looking like. Okay, hi, hello. All right, guys, I am here. I know I'm sorry for the time changes because at first I said, this time, and then I said that time, and I know a lot of people get confused. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Zealich. I appreciate that. Mr. Renegade said you had all day to be dolled up, open the camera. Excuse you. First of all, what we are not going to do on my birthday. Now, the reason why we're doing a late stream today is because we're going to do the countdown to my birthday because my birthday starts at midnight. So this is why I started streaming late so that we could have a 3-hour stream so that I would end the night, which is the beginning of my birthday, with you guys. See, you see how much I include you guys into my life? So, um, at the strike of midnight tonight, it will be my birthday. So I want to spend it with you guys. So this is going to be a long show. It's going to be around 2.5 hours or so. So this is the reason why I came on late, because I'm like, why am I going to come on early if I know I'm going to have a long stream anyway? We might as well just start late. Just start late and end late. Hi, Ozzy. Hello, Tim. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys make me feel so special for no reason. I see shoulder haram. Listen, I didn't ask you for your Samuel. Don't listen. I'm going to be very lenient with the naughty corner today because I'm trying to give you guys a chance to not irritate me on today, okay? Please let me live my life, okay? You guys are lucky I didn't show up here in a crop top and a thong today because I am in a mood. I'm happy. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to see another year. And if you see a shoulder, the shoulder's not doing anything to you. Leave it alone. Hi, BTK, Hatari. Hello, Keela. Get her done. Get her done. Get them damn Mexicans off my yard. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I swear, I am a racist hillbilly Texan in my heart. In my heart of hearts, I am a Texan that's have 7, 10 generations growing up in the middle of like the woods in Texas. That's literally who I am. The sound is fine. Okay. I don't want to hear nothing else later. Somebody saying it was muffled. Look, I asked you guys. I asked all of you, and you guys. Hello, Adam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. He said, "Here's your gift," and he gives me a car. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Everybody knows I love cars. I am such a car whore. I'm looking at you. You have 28 minutes. Oh, that's right. For you guys, the time is different. That's right. Oh, that's right. So, will you guys stay with me then? I understand that for a lot of you guys, it's already going to be midnight, but for me, okay, for me, it's not. So, it's already a birthday here. Okay, we already established that. Thank you, Larry. Oh my God. Does that mean I'm special now? Yeah, special ed. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Keela. I'll get it together. Um, the sound is slightly muffled, but I can understand you clearly. Okay, I'll tell you guys the truth. The reason why the sound is muffled is, and it's not always muffled, but the reason why I have it sometimes muffled is because I like to wear my handy dandy AirPods. You can't see them because my hair's in the way. I like to wear my handy dandy AirPods, and the AirPods noise cancellation for me. So that's the reason why it's muffled to you guys, because it's noise cancellation for me. So when you guys come on, like when I have the panel, I hear the panel better and I hear you guys more clearly than if I had the sound exposed to the whole room. Does that make sense? So this is the reason why it's like that, and this is the reason why I love having my AirPods in instead of using a typical microphone. If the sound is horribly muffled, like sometimes it is, I will take them out and I will just have your guys' sound like normal, because I do not have my full setup with me right now. As you guys know, we just moved into the new house, so I have a studio room. I have a whole studio room and everything in the new house too, but my old studio room, which is actually the guest house, anyway, it's a long story, let's just say that. But yeah, my old studio room in the guest house is in the other house, which is like 40 minutes from here. Thomas says in Austria, birthday wish is, yeah, not American. And Austrian German is a bit of a southern drawl. Oh, really? So all I have to do is say those letters with a southern drawl. Here we go. Oh, this wide is bosom dog. Wait, here we go. Oh, this wide is bosom dog. Did I do it right? Did I sound right? Hi, Zealage. Oh, yeah, I already said hi to you. I keep on doing that again. Sorry, Zealage. Hi, old blindy. Hi, Asian Pepsi. Are you drunk today? Are you drunk today? Get drunk for my birthday. Get drunk for me. Yeah, because you guys know I don't drink, but you guys can drink for me. Hi, B-roll. Hi, Sharon. She says, my daughter's birthday is September 30th. Libras are the best people. That's awesome. So, yeah, I basically share a birthday with your daughter. That's awesome. The naughty birthday corner. Thank you, Fix. I appreciate it. Hi, Jason. You said good, need more Texans, especially attractive ones. I appreciate that one. I'm assuming that was aimed at me. Let me not take everything as a compliment when a compliment was not for me. Spoiling Amira, I wish. Now, you guys know I never give you guys my Cash App. I never tell you guys to donate to me. I never tell you guys to do anything. I never say, guys, make sure you hit my Cash App or Cash App, Cash App link. Make sure you do that. Make sure you hit a like button. Make sure you I've never done that to you guys because it's just not me. It's just not my style. I have a little bit more class than that. But since today is my birthday, this will be the day that I shake my little cup with the chain at the change change at the bottom and say, any spare change, any spare change. Yes, yes, I'm doing it today. I'm doing it because it's my birthday and I can do that on my birthday, right? Because I never ask for anything from you guys ever. You guys know that, but it is my birthday and I would appreciate it. Because you want to know why? There's something I want to get, and so there's a dress that I want to wear tomorrow, and if I get it, I will take a picture of me wearing it for you guys. But it's kind of an Indian style dress, and I know I'm not Indian. I know it's cultural appropriation, whatever. But I love this dress, and it is a crop t-shirt style, and it has a really long skirt. It's not a sari, but it's anyway. I want to get one of those tomorrow, and yeah. So that's why I'm shaking my cup and saying, "In a spare change." What time zone are you in? West Coast? I mean, why are you asking me that? You already know that. Why would you ask me? Agent says, you would fit in well with us Texans being a car whore. But the problem is Texans are car whores, but they don't know how to drive to save their lives. You Texans, you can't drive. I'll be the one to tell you. You guys don't know how to drive. You just don't. You guys, it looks like Texans just chug a whole pint of tequila, okay? Smoke a gram of weed. I don't know if that's a lot or a little bit. Let's say an 8 ball. They smoke an 8 ball of weed. Is that a lot in weed? I don't know. And then they just drive. They just close their eyes and then blindfold themselves and just drive. You guys don't know how to drive for the lives of you. And it's crazy because Texans love their cars. They love to speed. They do speed. I appreciate the speeding part. But what's the point of speeding if you drive like an I'm not going to say that word, like a retard. You know what I mean? The other word was a lot worse, trust me. Whew. So I picked the better option, and the better option was retard. So, well, you drive like a freaking retard, a drunk retard at that. It's like, yeah, no, sorry. And yes, I'm coming for you, Texans. I'm sorry. Listen, um, thank you, Barry. And no, you didn't call me a kitty. I am a lioness. Don't you forget it. I am the most gangster thing that you're ever going to see. Don't ever call me a kitty, kitten. No, kittens are for cute people. I'm not cute. I'm a gangster. I, I will decapitate you in front of your family and then bring you back to life by stitching your head back onto your body, bring you back to life, and then dismember your family in front of you. Thank you guys so much for the donation to the Cash App. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. I love the love. I love the love. But I will still decapitate you if you call me kitty again because I am not a kitten. I am the farthest thing from a kitten. These claws that I have, they are not kitty claws. These are full grown. I will rip out your esophagus claws. Hi, Beyond. How are you? You used to watch Blue's Clues, didn't you? We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. Yes, I did. I did watch it. That was partly the how I learned English, aside from my British English tutor, was watching movies. And the movie that made me learn English the fastest was a movie. I don't know if you guys remember this movie, but it was a movie called Speed. It had Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock, and the guy who, that's a really great actor, but I forget his name, the old man. But this movie, I was obsessed with this movie called Speed. And that movie was how I learned how to properly speak English. I would imitate what Keanu Reeves would say and Sandra Bullock would say, and that's how I started speaking English. A lot of people don't know that, but that's how a lot of people around the world learn English is by watching American movies. Hollywood is a great teacher for English. And even learning like slang or terminology, American terminologies, things that I would never understand in context. Does that make sense? There are things that Americans say that make absolutely no sense if you don't know the context of what they're saying it in. Like, like you guys have phrases. Thank you so much, BTK, for the Cash App. I'm going to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save it for the end, or at least like around the middle, and I'll go through all of them and I'll read what you guys are writing to me. But Speed was that was what the movie was called. It was called Speed, and I recommend you guys check it out. I love that movie with my heart, soul, and might, and that was part of the way that I learned how to speak English. The other movie that I used to watch, I mean, other than children's shows like Blue's Clues and what was the other one? Barney. I watched Barney very slightly for like a few years, like 2 years. I watched Barney, but Barney was before my time. Um, Dora, Dora, and that's crazy because I already know how to speak Spanish, but yet I was watching Dora. But anyway, yes, Brown Bear, Speed is called Speed. Awad, hello. He says, we enjoy chatting with you on a Saturday night, Amira. I enjoy being with you guys as well because you guys know I don't have any friends in real life. So for me, this is my time. Let me leave this hair down and put this one back. For me, these Saturday shows is the only time that I have interaction with people outside of my family. Now that might sound depressing to a lot of you, but that's my life. Because at work, I don't have real interactions at work because you know we don't, in my culture, we don't go to like work events and like, oh, we'll go to for like happy hour after the job on Friday, we'll go hang out. I don't do any of that. We're not allowed to because clearly I'm a woman, and for us, women belong in the house. So I don't have any friends outside of here. Now, that, like I said, it might sound depressing to you guys, but it's really not. I'm very, very happy with my life. I'm happy with just having my husband, my family, and that's it. And then being with you guys on the weekend. Hi, Suka. He says, happy birthday, gangster. See, this is that 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 that's probably one of the sweetest things that you guys could say to me. Seriously. Please don't rip my esophagus. I will not, Suka, because you've been like super good to me. Super sweet. Keela says they watch too many American movie. Who? Who are you talking about? Shadow says that is very depressing, and I'm someone who literally has no in real life friends. So how can you call my situation depressing when you have no literal in real life friends? I mean, that just sounds like the pot calling the kettle black. It sucks to be you because you don't have in real life friends, but I actually kind of do because yeah, I may not see them, but on the weekends we hang out and we actually have genuine moments here. So it sucks to be you, Shadow. Like I'm still doing better than you. So how can you say that my situation is depressing? How dare he? And then he just admitted that he has no friends. Like, get out of here. Oh, you're talking to BTK about the thing? Oh, okay. I didn't understand what you were talking about, Keela. 1 second. I'm going back on your join the club, girl. Well, I mean, I imagine that like attracts alike. And I believe that the reason why we are attracted to one another, the group that I have in myself and the conversations and the people that we have here, is because I believe that we are similar in ways with each other, you know? Don't you guys believe that? Like the people, even if you don't really know them personally, but the people that you're attracted to online, you're attracted to them for a reason. I hope you guys know what movie I'm talking about, though. The movie Speed. Um, Agent, go to the naughty corner. See, she's gonna be the first person I send to the naughty corner on my birthday. You know, she says kitty, 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 and she said, "Here's a bottle of Shiner Book." No idea what that is. If you have 3 or 4, you will forget about dismemberment. I could never forget about dismemberment. And this is truth. I tell you what, I have a is my tree dying? Do you guys know if a tree is dying? Here, I'm gonna show it to you guys, and you guys tell me if it's dying because I can't tell. 1 second, let me pull up. I'm gonna change the camera. Hold on, wait, can I do it like this? Okay, so I can do it. Oops, go this way. All right, so you guys need to tell me if okay, there we go. All right, so can you guys tell me if my tree is dying? Hold on, wait, let me clean the camera off. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna turn on the light. 1 sec. All right. You guys tell me if it's dying because I can't tell. Because look, the ends of it is getting kind of, I don't know. You see? Does that mean it's dying? Or does it need water? I don't want to drown it. You know what I mean? I named the tree Little Dubai. But look, you see over here the little ends are dying. Is it dying? Hold on, let me touch this down here. Let's see if it feels wet and gooey. Not gooey, like soft. It feels wet and soft and I don't think it should be dying, right? Oh my. That's strange. Hold on, let me look at you guys' comments because I can't see. I know. 1 minute, let me sit you guys down. So, you said no, it needs direct sunlight. Okay, all right. But there's no sun right now because where I live, it's all gray and cloudy now. It might be too much water if the dirt is wet. I put barely one of these in there. You know what I mean? One of these bottles. Barely one of these, and then that was it for the last 2 days. So I doubt that it's overhydrated. If it were too much water, the leaves would turn yellow. Yeah, they're not yellow. They're getting crispy at the ends. I love the color in the room. You haven't seen it yet. I mean, this room, I never show you guys our rooms. I mean, kind of. I kind of did, but I never show you guys our rooms fully. Partly because the rooms aren't finished, and I don't like showing unfinished product. But this is one of my favorite rooms in the house, and although it's not the main room, it's not the main bedroom, it's not the master, but it is my favorite room. This is like my peace room. I'll show it to you guys briefly because it is my birthday. I'll let you guys have some fun with me. Why not? All right, here we go. I need to turn the camera around. All right, so here we go. All right, so let me see. Can you guys see? All right, there it is. Why is it so cloudy? All right, so here it is. Here is my favorite room in the house. Now, this thing is heavy. This thing weighs over, I want to say over 800 pounds. It's all solid wood, just solid wood for no reason. Very solid. And all of the nightstands are the same. They come like that. And the marble on top of them, they're not marble, it's quartz. So it has quartz top and that heavy, heavy metal. I mean, not heavy metal, heavy wood. It also came with a dresser set as well with the vanity thing. And the lamps are from the designer that I told you guys a while back that I loved. But it's the same designer for those lamps. And yeah, it's just amazing. Now, where I was just sitting was right here. I was just sitting here on top of this little leather thing talking to you guys. So I'm going to get back over there so we can finish our conversation. Let me turn the camera back around. All right. All right. I'm out of breath, okay? It looks cozy. It's so cozy. I mean, this thing is, wow. You haven't felt soft until you've been on this bed. I mean, and it is a good price as well for like the quality that it is. For the quality is a very good price. Like we got this one for about 12 grand, which is insane because the last one that we had, do you guys remember the white one that we had in the other house? That one was about 20 and we got this one for 12. So I mean that's an amazing price difference. So it's really good. Hi, Queen Lala. She says that will be the room I sleep in when I come visit. Yes, Lala. Yes. Yes. Yes, Lala. Okay, okay. You know what? I'll put your name on it, Lala. I'll put your name on it. But don't say that too quickly because you might actually like more the other rooms in the house. So the other rooms in the house are not this style. This room is my Romanian vampire room. But the other rooms in the house have their own different themes. So we have another room that is um angelic. We call it like the angelic room. And that one is a modern white. It's like all white and cream color, and it has a little bit of blue marble on the. Anyway, it has white and blue marble, and it is beautiful. Now that room is more angelical and it's modern. So you might like that one more, Queen Lala. Before you start making your decision on where you want to stay, I recommend seeing the rest of the rooms before making your decision. But my husband allows me to explore when we move to new houses. He allows me to explore with different designers and different themes. And I've always wanted this kind of theme. This room is my dream theme room. And I'm not done with it yet. I haven't done the walls. I mean, the walls are not going to stay like this. Okay, this is very boring. The walls are not going to stay like this. There's no curtains in here yet. I haven't done anything with the floors. You guys haven't seen anything yet. This is just the beginning. This is just some of the furniture that has arrived thus far. You guys wait till I'm done with it. What are you guys talking about? You guys making sacrificial lambs in here? Oh my God. You know what, Shadow? Nobody's going to stand with you. My people aren't going to stand with you. I don't need to kill everyone because I know who's going to stand out. And the one who stands out gets the hammer. So I don't need to, no. My people, you think my people are going to turn on me for you, Shadow? For you, of all people? Yeah, good luck. Agent says, "I love that bed. I still want one of those." Agent, agent. If you guys go to your, like, local furniture places, I'm sure they have a replica because this bed is very popular. I'm sure they have, like, like, almost the same versions of it. Of course, it's not gonna be exactly the same, but 800 pounds, yes, you can't move this bed. You cannot move it. And when the people came in to install it, because you can't just move it by yourself, there's no way. So you have to get the professional installers and all of that. So when they came in to install this, it took about 4 men, one man grabbing each side of the bed in order to get it to move because this thing is just so heavy. That's what I'm saying. So this, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's a difference in quality. I don't know if it's a difference in wood. I'm not a carpenter. How would I know about that stuff? Poor tree. Get out of here. Get out of here. We will not know. It's because you haven't talked to the plants. So I need to talk to it? What am I supposed to say? I'm glad you're here. I mean, what? Well, I'm talking to you guys, and he can hear, the plant can hear me. So I think that's good enough right now, still. Cloudy is still sunlight. Plants still need light. Okay. Okay. All right. That's what I'll do then. I'll give it more light and I will speak to it. I'll do that and then see if that helps. Okay. Deal? All right, guys. So, agent, she says, my husband is so cheap. Besides, he does woodworking as a hobby. I will see if he can build something like that. It's going to be a hard project because the artsy stuff, uh, but try it. Try it. I'm all for doing it yourself at home. Fondle it, the plant, I mean. Fondle it. Do you mean like brother man? Do you mean like molest it? Like touch it in its no-no areas? Is that what you're saying? Do plants have no-no areas? I don't know. All right, guys. I want to get on the topic now. Are you guys ready? Because I think we've spent quite a long time just, as I say, bull essing. Well, my favorite color is pink. Do you have a pink room? I do. I do have a pink room actually. I have a pink room. It doesn't have any furniture in it yet, but I do have a pink room, which I am going to make into my studio here. And I'm going to change the pink because I can't stand the color pink as I wear a pink sweater. I can't stand pink. The majority of the time, I can't stand it. I have to be in the mood for it. But yes, Queen Lola, I have a pink room for you. If you want to come visit, I do have a pink room. I have a blue room too, and a gray one. Yeah. So we have a gray, blue, and pink rooms. Yeah, and we have one white room downstairs too. Okay, so here we go. Netter says, touch the leaves, talk to it. Like, how are you? Netter. You need to understand something, Netter. I I am a gangster, Netter. People like myself, see, we don't do things like that. Talk to plants and do you know what I mean? I am a gangster. I'm probably the most gangster person you ever met. And I know I don't look like it, but I can't do that. I can't mess up my reputation by someone catching me off guard talking to my plant. No, it's already bad enough that I have on a pink sweater, Nutter. You're not understanding. Like you guys are just trying to ruin my reputation. I have a reputation around these parts. I can't I can't do that. I can't do that, Nutter. I just mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm kidding, Nutter. I'll do it. I'll do it. All right, so let's begin, shall we? Is there a room the color of madness and despair? Well, that's pink. Pink is the color of madness and despair. I'm ready to begin on the topic. All right. What is this title called? What did I title the show today? I titled it, right, The Obsession with the Devil. As I was going through my YouTube uh, adventures like I normally do. You guys, like I said, don't follow me around YouTube because I am a nutcase and I do a lot of SHIT talking online because this is where I act a fool. Like a lot of people act a fool on Twitter, other people act a fool on, you know, Yelp. I don't know. I act a fool on YouTube. Like YouTube is my act a fool website. This is where I go nuts. I go crazy and I I just let myself be here. This is my home. This is my stray jacket area, YouTube. So I was going around the YouTubes and I kept running across something again and again and again. And I don't know if you guys have seen it as well, but this thing that I keep running across is the obsession with devil or anything evil or unrighteous. And I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's been in the music as well. If you go on the YouTube Shorts, this song is overplayed so much, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. It goes like this. It goes like this. She's a devil. She's a bad little thing. She's a rebel. She got something. I don't know. But the song goes, she's a devil. She's a bad little thing. She's a rebel. And then there's another song that is constantly played online, saying like, oh, I'm a demon. I'm a demon. And, all of these. And then you have, what's his name? Gosh, the faggot, the fat one. Chris, what's his name? You guys know who I'm talking about. Sam Harris. Is it Sam Harris? No, Sam something. This guy with his
Sam Smith? Not Sam Smith?
is Sam Smith then, right? Let me know if my internet is acting crazy because it just looked like it glitched. So let me know if it's going crazy, okay? But anyway, so Sam Smith has a song talking about doing something unholy, doing something unholy. There is an obsession, and also Nicki Minaj also did a show on one of the award shows, and her live show was her being basically mocking Christianity, mocking Catholicism. Catholicism, is that how you say it? Catholicism or Catholicism? But mocking Christianity, mocking God, mocking anything righteous. And then all of these other songs, like I told you, with this whole like, she's a devil, she's a bad little thing, she's a rebel. Then, Sam Smith with his something unholy, all these people. Now, we all know that the music industry is controlled by a certain group of people, you know, a certain group of people that I really tend to dislike, but it's not because of their race per se, because that would make me racist. But if I were to be a racist, this would be the people that I'm racist against. See, a lot of people think I'm racist against Black people, which is completely untrue because any Black person that knows me knows that that's not true. If you really want to call me racist, and I will give you guys a pass to call me racist, because the only person that I'm racist against, or the only group of people that I'm racist against, would be a group of people that are ruining every country that they move to, every country that they go live in. They ruin it. This is why they went to 110 countries and have been kicked out of 108. There's a reason why these people are kicked out of every country they go to. And America needs to follow suit and doing the same, but we're never going to see that happen. But anyway, back to the point of the music industry. Music industry is controlled by a certain group of people, and I believe that these people are Sam Harris's music started off different. It didn't start off like that. His music, it was shared with me, and it was actually kind of wholesome. His music was kind of wholesome before, and now it's just a mockery of God. Nicki Minaj, she typically isn't into that kind of stuff either, but right now is doing things like that. There's been articles and music artists coming out and talking about how they just sold their soul, which we know that's nothing new. There's nothing new to selling your soul, but my question is, don't you guys think it's kind of strange that all of this is happening kind of around this time? Or am I wrong? Because I know that whatever's happening now has already happened in the past. There's nothing new in today's world. It's just rehashed. But my question is, why is it being rehashed right now? And I believe that it's going to have a bigger effect on people now than it did before, because at least before, even when the whole devil worshiping was a thing, people were still religious at that time. Right now, we have the time in history where people are the least religious, the least church going, the least faithful, or the least religion following, I guess you could say. They don't follow their religion, they don't follow their books anymore. So I believe that people believe that this is kind of cute. It's a cute thing to go around talking about how you're the devil. It's cute to talk about how everyone's going to hell and I have already booked a ticket there. It's cute, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too far into it. Maybe I'm just an old soul. I just see something, it bothers me. And like I said, with the whole Travis Scott concert as well, the whole Travis Scott concert where people were saying people were getting possessed by the music, because we already know that possession is happening in music. Spells are being cast in music. People laugh at this. They laugh at me when I say this, and I'm like, yeah, you think it's funny, but notice how your energies change when you listen to this music. Notice how your life your lifestyle changes, and usually not for the better, unless you completely sell your soul for it, and then you end up rich, which is great. But is that all that matters in the world? Hi, Frost. How are you? I've noticed that it's so cute in today's world, especially among people of my age group and younger. It's so cute to be a devil worshiper. It's so cute to speak about how Satan is your daddy, how you're a devil, you can't be controlled, like anything, because I believe they feel powerful. People feel powerful in that stance, rather than feeling like a slave to a god, or rather than feeling like a subservient to a god. They'd rather feel powerful in evil and demonic activities, because at least you feel like you have some control, rather than feeling like you are not in control of your own destiny. A lot of what I've seen today in society is people um, people with this whole LGBTQIA plus pedophiles plus everything's sick. I've noticed that a lot of these people, I I believe this is part of the reason that they do the things that they do as well, is to have that feeling of control, like they are doing something, or like you can't control them, you can't tell them what to do. They are not NPCs, supposedly, not like people who are Christians or Muslims or Hindus, Sikhs, what have you, people who actually follow their book, and people who submit. You don't want to submit. I don't know. Yeah, I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. No to the devil peddlers, right? Old Blindy says just out of control children. Unfortunately, culture influencers. Frost says they do a bunch of weird blood rituals to Tony Hawk. Put this, put his blood in his skateboard. I just watched. I just Here, I'll share it with you in a second. Agent says, no, just music, but some sell their souls to run behind little balls in little boys' games like football, baseball, and basketball with absolutely no life skills. Spoiler alert, the devil loses at the end. There are other sides of the fence. Suka, I'm with this whole like the devil loses at the end. Well, yeah, I mean, my thing is, where are the people going to stand, right? If this is true that the devil always loses at the end, then what's the point of even trying? I don't believe that's true. I believe that if people don't get something right or get it right, that we are going to be condemned to more and more time of Sodom and Gomorrah, more and more time of suffering. I don't believe that hell is a place under your feet where you go and then there's a guy in a red suit with a long tail with a triton in his hand, churning butter or churning souls. I don't believe that that is hell. I believe hell is where we're standing right now because I believe the world that we live in today, life is hell or heaven, depending on what you make it. And this is why I believe hell is different for every person. For every person, their worst fear is not fire. For some people, their worst fear is being with a person that they can't stand all their lives, day in and day out. For some people, hell is having to suffer in a job where they can't leave, and that is a hell for them. So for other people, hell is behind a gilded cage, of luxury, but no life, no love, no souls, no nothing. Hell is different for every person, in my opinion, and I believe that hell is here. It's not some faraway place, in my view. But this place can also be kind of heaven-like if you choose the right path, right? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this is a spiritual conversation that I'm not old enough to speak about. Maybe I'm just not old enough to talk about this topic because I don't have enough wisdom, right? I don't have I don't have that it factor to speak about this, in my opinion, just because to me it's just too intricate. Is that the word? There's just too many factors. There's too many variants, whether it be um, the lifestyle that you're living, the people you're around, the things that you watch, the things that you involve yourself in, the music that you listen to, uh, the type of energies that you bring to yourself, the type of energies that you put out to the world. I mean, I believe it's too intricate for me to even begin to speak about this at my age. But one day, I promise you guys this, one day, you guys are watching me grow. You guys have watched me grow from the 23-year-old that I was starting my channel out to what I am today mentally. You guys have seen me grow mentally. But I I still don't feel like I'm qualified to, but one day, I swear, might be in my 30s, and I get there. Maverick says hell often gets confused with the lake of fire. Hell on earth is hell now. That's what I was thinking because everybody says, well, hell is just the lake of fire. And I'm like, no, I believe that's a part of it. That could be a level of it, but I believe that hell is way more intricate than that. It's way more complex than that. Just like heaven is not just like harps and clouds and whatever. That's not heavenly to well, definitely not to a person like me. There's nothing heavenly or happy about being in a bunch of clouds and daylight and sunlight and harps everywhere to me. You know what I mean? That's not a paradise to me. That's a hell. I would hate to be around that many clouds and harps and everything. That's not heaven to me. That's not heavenly. But just like I think there are different heavens, I think that there are different hells as well. Hell is New York City. I agree. I agree. As one who's lived in New York, I agree with you. Uh, I agree. Yep. No lies detected. Oh my God. Somebody said Adam was the first simp. Why is that so true? Oh man. Wow. I never thought of it that way. Why is that so true? Darn you, Adam. Why didn't you ask to have your woman replaced? At that point in time, you should have said, God, at this point, look, you sent me a woman, but she's not obedient. But people don't know Eve wasn't Adam's first wife. He did have a woman before Eve, that so they say, and it didn't work out. But anyway, I believe he should have traded her. He should have just gave her off, like just said, no, no, no. She's not it. She's not it. She doesn't listen to me. She's disobedient. No, you're right. That is kind of simpish. He still kept her. Ah, man. Well, maybe that's why we've been condemned to the life that we have, right? Of a lot of men who end up being weak. He just had to simp for her, Suka. He just had to. That's the thing. Ah. Even Job saved his life by ignoring his wife. That is so true. Like, save yourself, Adam. Save yourself. This is life and death. Oh, man. That's crazy. I never thought of it that way. Of course, leave it to Undead Chronics ilk to make me think of biblical stories in that type of red pill way. Leave it to Undead Chronics people. Leave it to the warband to do that to me. Now I'm gonna go through all the stories that I know of antiquity and say, yeah, this guy was a simp. Oh, he was a boss. He was base. Oh, this guy was simp. Wait, Samson was the biggest biblical simp? Man. Eve was made from Adam's rib. Some DNA markers. Adam was simping for himself. No, 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 and no. It doesn't matter what her DNA was. She was there for a purpose. She was his wife. Where's the obedience? Where's the, you know? Doesn't matter what DNA she had. She had a role and she did not do a good job in the beginning. So I think no matter the DNA, she should have known that she needed to listen to who she needed to listen to. I'm reading you guys' thing. Paul says it's true. Hell is full of liberals and Democrats. Man. Uh, Maverick says there are actually three heavens. Earth is one of them. That's why I said I believe Earth can be a heaven or a hell, in my view. But like I said, I don't know if I'm mentally there yet, if I'm spiritually qualified enough to speak on that topic in a way that everyone can understand me and that it will make sense and so on and so forth. I don't want to like say something and then you guys are confused about what I'm saying and then there's questions. You guys know I just think out loud with you all. This is what we're here for. We just come and we think out loud with one another. We talk. But yeah, I don't know. What was I gonna ask you? Oh, there was another topic that I wanted to speak to you guys about, and that was, hold on. I wrote down all of them this week. I want to go pick it up here. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go look for it right now. Okay, I found it. So I had two. Can somebody write them in the chat before I forget them? So the first topic was um, feminism, the root of all confusion and evil, right? Since I'm on the topic of evil and goodness, evil versus righteousness, I want to bring up feminism and how that relates to this topic. So that's number one. Number two is when it comes to family. There was a question brought up in another podcast that I saw, and I wanted to speak with you guys about it. The question was, what, as a woman, who is the woman supposed to put first in her line of priorities? The husband or the children? Now, I know that we always do this hypothetical of like if one is drowning and you only had a choice to save one, who would you save? I'm not doing that because that's absurd. These kind of stories or these kind of hypotheticals are absurd. But I believe that there is a certain order that a woman should follow, and that order is what I'm going to tell you guys later. But so if somebody please put that in there. Children or husband first? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who is the husband? Who is the woman supposed to put first? Okay, so the first topic was, I'm gonna go back again. Okay, here we go. First root of all. Okay, confusion, evil. That's feminism. Okay, here we go. So this is what I wanted to speak to you guys about feminism. So when I was thinking about feminism, I was thinking about Black people, and I was thinking about, oh God, here we go again. Gosh, that sounded so wrong. That sounded so wrong. Feminism is the root of all evil. So I was thinking about feminism and Black people. No, that sounded so. Let me start this over. Please forgive me, guys. That is not how I meant to start that. I meant to say it like this. I was thinking about groups of people like the feminist group and the civil rights group. Civil rights group. So I was thinking about feminism coming first before the civil rights, and then how the civil rights followed the example of the feminists in the way that they protested and so on, and how they organized, and how the civil rights movement used the template that the feminists had already created and used that same template, but instead of it being complaints about feminism, it was complaints about civil rights, civil rights and equality in race instead of equality of gender. And then how that later on progressed from there to whether it be, you could say, other races following that same template, like Latinos and so on, or it also turning into like Black Lives Matter and speaking about class issues, but everybody followed that same template that I believe, now this is just me thinking out loud, but this is just how I see it, that feminism is the one that started this whole template of victimhood and feeling like a victim innately, or that's not the word, feeling like a victim based on something that you cannot control. Okay? I'm saying that because from what I've seen, and I could be wrong, but from what I've seen is that when you speak about civil rights, I saw that Black people before civil rights movement didn't see themselves as perpetual victims. They were a lot stronger people, and they stayed together and they worked hard together and they depended on one another like a community would. And they didn't seem, I could be wrong because I wasn't there, but they didn't seem to be crying about what they couldn't do, but instead they looked to the things that they could. That's what I saw from before, and I could be wrong. Later, after this whole feminism thing, and feminism came out with the idea that just because I look this way or I'm born with these features, whether it be tits and a butt, I don't want to call it tits, let's just say breasts, whether I was born with breasts and a butt or and a waist and, I look like a woman. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate it. I don't want to say the names because I know some of you guys don't want your names, but that's how it shows up on the thing. So I'm sorry if I'm saying names, but I won't say your last names. Right. So from what I saw, feminism was the one that started that, where you look a certain way and this is how people are going to treat you, and now you're a victim because of that. I don't know. So for me, I saw that feminism started that, and then civil rights used that same template, and then it moved on, and now we have up to Black Lives Matter. Thank you so much, Daniel. I appreciate it so much. Well, guys, all right, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. All right, I'm not. I have something in my eye. I have something in my eye. All right, I'm just gonna take this out. All right. All right, I'm not gonna do it. All right. So, from what I've seen is that Black Lives Matter went on and continued that. And this is why I see that we have the gays now doing the same thing. And this is where it pisses me off, because it all started with, to me, with feminism, right? Feminism setting this template. Then it moved on to the civil rights movement, moved on from there to, oh my God, you could go on and on about how many different ways of feminism started using that as well. Then the Black Lives Matter, and then now the people, the flaggetry people are using the same template as every other group that started with the feminists. So to me, I believe in a certain way that feminism is the root of America's problem, because feminism is the one that began the idea that you are a perpetual victim because of circumstances or because of things that are out of your control that you can't change. And instead of thinking about what kind of qualities that you bring for being unique and being a woman, or what kind of things that you actually contribute to the world naturally, instead it all turns into a competition of how good you can compete with the men. And that is the extent of your value at this point, is how good you can compete with men, instead of how good of a woman you are, how good of a representation of womanhood or womankind you are from being naturally a woman. And it's just turned into how much you can compete against the men. How manly can you be? Now a woman's value is in how manly she can be. And I don't mean masculine like beard and testosterone. I mean manly like how well you can do men's jobs. That's your extent of value for women today, is how well you can do men's jobs. Yeah. You're right, though. Feminism is the reason why we're in a bad place now in our country. See, but when I say that, it seems that I'm just blaming feminism for all the problems in the world or the world, the country. Nobody wants to blame one group because nobody feels that one group can be solely responsible for all of the problems that we see in this country. But I dare to say that I could trace, if we have 7 huge issues in America, I would say at least 5 of them I could trace back to feminism. And the breakdown of the family is part of that. The breakdown of the family is one of the big 7 problems in America or the Western Hemisphere as a whole. But America in particular, because America is all I care about, because that's where I live, and America freaking first. So part of the reason that we have these 7 big problems in America, I would say that feminism is the root of about 5 of those big reasons. And not because I don't like feminism or feminists or what have you. That's not the reason why I think this way. Feminism started back in the 60s? No. Feminism is older than the 60s. Modern feminism is a tool, not the cause. The cause is communism. Right, but wouldn't you say that communism is using feminism as a vessel, as a way to bring itself into the modern world? Wouldn't you say that? Because that's the best way to do it, is to go through the women and the children. These are the weakest links. These are the weakest links in society, and not because they're physically weaker, but because women are mentally weaker than men. Women are naturally weaker than men mentally. And I say that because women have a huge flaw when it comes to our brains. And one of those flaws is actually a good thing sometimes, but in the majority of times, it is a defect. And that is the lack of ability to see things more logically, right? That is the lack of that skill is what makes us less, it makes us weaker. Let's just say that. Taking care of the horses is not a man's job. What horses are we talking about, Fix? Fix, I listen, I don't even want to start to think or guess what horses she's talking about. All right. I'm gonna fix I'm just all right. emotional, right? The hoes. Listen, today is my day. We are not going to do this, guys. I am not going to have you guys derail me today. I'm not going to let this happen. Kills. Was it Adam who ate the fruit? Well, a lot of people would say, well, if Adam had his woman under control, humanity wouldn't have suffered the way it has, right? Feminism started in the 40s when the woman went back to work while the men were at war. I would say, yeah, 30s, 40s. I would say around that time because of, the war and all of that. But I still believe there was an underground society of feminists before the war, but it only got bigger after the whole returning back to the homes after working came along. When the men came home is when the feminism got more popular. But I believe that it began, like, I would say decades before that. I would say the 20s. But what did they call it? I guess they didn't have a proper name for it until the 40s, right? Right after the war? I don't know. I would have to look at that, like, see when exactly was the starting point. Feminism is communism in a skirt. I love it when you terminology like that. Don't forget, no fault divorce and alimony birth rates are taking a huge dive. These, I, Zealage, you're talking about symptoms. These are all symptoms of the issue. I'm talking about the actual issue. Now, what you're talking about are symptoms, in my view. Like the birth rate is just a symptom of the other things that are happening. Divorce and alimony are just symptoms of what's actually happening. It's just symptoms of having a simp culture of family courts, the family courts that are always backing the woman. They're just one big piece, but not the only and the controlling one. I see what you're saying. Eve gives Adam purpose, but he had a purpose already. God gave him a purpose. Huh. I'm reading your guys' thing. Larry, I don't have my computer, Larry. So, oh, actually, you know what? I do have a computer. Never mind. Wait, but where is it? Where did I put it? I think I have to go on a hunt for my computer. Oh my God, it's right here in my face. I'm such an idiot. Oh my gosh, this is my work computer, guys. So this is my work computer. It's not my cute Mac, my little rose gold Mac. This is my work computer with all my work documents. So yeah, let me all right, so I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna pull up Larry's list of news because oh, actually, you know what? Me and Larry spoke about something, and I think we need to do that. Larry, let me give you the link. Let me give you the link so that you can come in here and do the list for me, or Samael can do it. Samael, do you want to do it?
I can. Larry has the link already. I sent it to him earlier.
Okay, Larry, then come along. Samael, can you let him in because I'm on my phone?
Yep,
I can do it, but
absolutely.
it's okay then.
Will do.
Okay. Thank you so much. So I will have Larry give you guys a list today because my mouth gets rather dry and we can't have me being crusty lipped on the internet, okay? You guys aren't going to let that happen to me, right? Right? Okay.
Yes.
Larry, are you ready
Or what?
to do your song and dance, Larry? You said that you were going to do a stripper tease for my birthday. Are you going to do it or not?
So you want to die on your birthday?
Larry, will you hurry up? Get the list and say it, please.
I have the list. List.
Look,
I said
get
it.
what? Do it. And let's get Larry up out of here.
Wait.
Larry, do it. Don't make me come through this
Okay, which
phone.
one do you want me to do? Because I know you like to pick and choose, and certain ones you don't want to.
Okay, give me the title, and then we'll say yay or nay.
Okay, here's the first one. Border Patrol agent rumbles with illegal alien at the border.
Nay.
Mexico makes an agreement with U.S. to deport illegals from its border cities.
Yay, but not first. Yay later.
Okay. Trudeau blames Nazi celebration in Canada on Russian disinformation.
We can start with that. Yeah,
Okay.
let's hear it.
All right. Canadian officials, along with Trudeau himself, gave a standing ovation to a Nazi during a Canadian Parliament session, making them the laughing stock of the world at large. Excuse me, when confronted by the press about the situation, Trudeau said, quote, "I think it's going to be really important that all of us push back against Russian propaganda to lead to lead into his view on the importance of supporting Ukraine in Russia's illegal war." He then admitted that the Nazi celebration was an embarrassment to Canada's parliament and thus all Canadians.
Isn't that funny that he would say that because his nickname is okay. But anyway, so what's the next story? What's the next article that you have for us?
Gavin Newsom, Gavin Newsom signs law protecting doctors from mailing abortion pills to other states where abortion is banned.
Not right now.
All right, and then there's a special report. I'm sure you heard about this. This happened earlier today. Democrat Representative Jamal Bowman under investigation for pulling a fire alarm just before federal budget vote.
Let's hear it.
Okay, hold on.
But read with some spunk, Larry. Give me some mystery feeling, like some like you're excited about it.
Um, okay. Bowman is on video pulling the fire alarm in the Cannon House building on Saturday, just before the House would be voting on a stopgap measure to fund the federal government before midnight. Republicans are accusing Bowman of sabotage and is now investigating him. Bowman is now calling BS on the Republican sabotage assertion, claiming that was simply trying to open the door and pull the alarm by accident. As for the stopgap, it didn't experience attempts by Democrats meant to extend speaking time, meant to delay the vote. It was ultimately passed by Congress and Biden, funding the federal government for another 45 days and did not include any support for Ukraine. On her quote X page, Senator AOC declared victory against Republicans on behalf of her fellow Democrats for a quote clean bill that stripped everything the Republicans wanted, but that's untrue. Senate Dems wanted to add $6 billion in aid for Ukraine, but they scrapped it before sending it to the House.
The fact that AOC is even still in politics is
I have my
what is
theories about that, but I won't say. But I suspect that um, I'm sure there's been attempts to vote her out that got sabotaged.
well, yeah, I'm sure.
If
I
that's true, then
wonder.
he dang sure knows what a fire alarm looks like. I was trying to open the door. So you pull the fire alarm that most likely was clearly marked and said fire alarm. And he's on video looking right at it and pulling it. He's on video doing it.
Is he black?
Yeah.
Man, man, oh man. You have another story?
Um Gun arrest in New York City uncovers a satanic pedophile cult.
We were just talking about Satan just now. Go on.
hmm The arrest of Angel Almeida happened 2 years ago, but authorities continued to look into Angel and found very disturbing social media posts he made. Just before Angel's arrest, anonymous tips were sent to the feds that led them to evidence of child sexual abuse against various individuals. Angel himself took a photo of him with a gun and a flag representing quote, the Order of the Nine Angels, a known worldwide satanic group that embraces parts of neo Nazism and white supremacy. Police searched Angel's home and allegedly found hundreds of files containing CP and the O9A's books on Satanism. In addition, they found a blood covenant drawing. While in court, Angel ranted at the judge when she highlighted the CP content, yelling, quote, "What the F do you mean? Do you even call a minor? You tell me what's a minor." He also claimed to have schizophrenic bipolar disorder.
He's white?
No, he's Latino.
Is he old?
No, he's young. I think he's in his early 20s, if I'm not mistaken.
What? This is strange. I mean, this is guys, I was already talking about this. I was just telling you guys about this anyway. We were just talking about satanic rituals and how this is getting popular yet again. I'm sure it was popular before, but it's becoming popular again, and it's becoming so widely accepted to speak about it out in public, and people think it's cute. Right now, we're in a situation where people think it's cute and it's fun, and oh, the devil and Satan, and like I'm demonized or not demonized. What is it called? Oh, I'm possessed by a demon and all this, and they think it's cute. They think it's stylish, it's fun, it's cool to be anything but righteous. And I mean, and listen, a lot of people may think there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because angels and the devil don't exist, right? It's not real. Let me give a different point of view, if you let me. I want to give you this point of view. Even if you don't believe in a God or the hell or the heaven or what have you, people when you enter this kind of realm where you're not just atheist or you're not just a non-believer, but you're to the point where you're believing in the evil side, you are thinking that it's cute to run alongside of that type of energy. Many people who enter that realm are more susceptible to things like child prong porn pornography. I can't say the word. You understand. They're more prone to things like cheese pizza. They're more prone to do those type of things because that energy that you're putting around yourself brings more evil around you. And actual demons, whether you believe in God or not, demons and bad spirits and bad energies exist. You can call it, it's maybe it's not from hell, maybe it's not from heaven, but it exists. And from what I've seen, these are the type of people who end up falling into these satanic realms and groups and cults and being victims of um, weird deaths, strange deaths, and being prone to be used by evil people to either lure children into places where children shouldn't be or to touch children where they shouldn't be touching them, which is something that, never mind, I'm not going to speak about that because then I'm going to start getting mad. But what do you think, Larry, about the satanic?
I think it's um, I think it's been going on a lot longer than people think, and it's sickening to see this going on, And I've heard several stories of things like this going on. It's crazy. It really is. I mean, beyond you have those that dabble in it and they think it's fun, but then you have others that are just really hardcore and are doing all kinds of stuff to people.
Sub Zero says that this is who they are and they're in your face and they're not hiding anymore. And that's the truth. That I think that's what's more weird about it to me because we always knew this existed. I mean, it hasn't been a secret. But the fact that we have every other song that I hear on YouTube is she's the devil or doing something unholy. Well, I'm like, really? Is this what is interesting to sing about now? There's no other things that there's to sing about but things like this because thing is children are listening to this, so they think that the cool people are satanic. The cool people are devils and demons and possessed. The cool people are like that. Mommy and daddy going to church every ever so often. They're boring. That's not cool. Like, who wants to be a slave to a god when I could be a king of evil, right? I could be a king of demonic activity. But that's why I think it's bad, because it's not just us who are listening, it's other people who are listening. It's ears that are susceptible to things. I am going to put, hi Nas. Hey Nas, I haven't seen you in forever. He says they're not gonna hide what they're about anymore. Yeah, because it's become cute. It's become cute now. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. So if anybody wants to join us, feel free to. It's so much harder to do on my phone than it is on the computer.
Sam can do it, right?
I'm done it. I'm done it now. So if the mods can just repost it whenever you guys get a chance. Guys, this is why I love Amira. Why? What did I do? What did I do this time? I didn't do anything, I think, did I? Jason says, just makes it easier to segregate them and leave it to God to do his whole wrath thing. And my thing is, like, I know, listen, a lot of you guys may get tired of hearing me talk about that and saying, like, just let it go, Amira. It's just a phase people are going through or what have you. I'm not okay with it. It really bothers me because when you see an uptick in child sexual, I don't even want to say it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying. When you see an uptick in this kind of trash, when you see an uptick in people getting away with Jeffrey Epstein type activities, and when you see that we know who the perpetrators are, but nobody does anything about it because they're too big and too powerful, or nobody cares enough because it's not on your doorstep, it just bothers me. Hi, Keela. Keela!
Thanks for having me. Sorry, I was trying to take myself off of mute. I
Oh,
apologize.
okay. All right. Hey, it is my birthday, and I need you to give me a birthday present.
Oh, what
Yes,
could that be?
you are going solo layout, and you are about to give me a strip club story hour because you haven't given it to me in a long time. And no, wait, I'm not finished. This is my birthday, and how dare you join my panel on my birthday if you're not going to give me a birthday gift? So go.
Okay, here we go. And this is and this is for Suka. This is for Suka. You know, him and I are very, similar tastes in women, and this is going to be the story of my Russian beauty.
Oh yeah, you did say you were going to mention that. Please tell us, Keela.
So one night I was in the club, and she was having a heck of a night, and all the guys couldn't stop swooning over her, and I just came out of the restroom. We went to the bar, and she pulled up right next to me, and she asked me my name, and I asked her name, and I told her, I said, I want your real name, I don't want your stripper name. And she says, that's fine, it's Anastasia. And her accent was amazing. It sounds way more beautiful when she says it. I can't say it the way she says it, but it's not Anastasia, it's Anastasia.
You're right, it's Anastasia. Yeah, okay.
And so, she started, breaking it down on me. And I even told her, I was like, hey, I ain't got no money here, girl. So, don't get me in trouble. And she's like, I don't care. She's like, you good, don't worry. So, we had a good little moment right there at the bar. And then that was right before COVID hit. That was right before COVID hit. So then when COVID hit, everybody was outside. Everybody was outside. They had a whole patio outside. And the craziest part is I have never seen so much money on the ground and so many knee pads being worn
What?
to gather this money. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even think I've ever seen knee pads in a strip club, to tell you the truth. But
No,
this
wait,
is
are you telling me? Wait, so are the strippers wearing knee pads now?
during the pandemic when everything was shut down. Yeah, yeah,
What?
because we weren't allowed inside. But this spot fought for us to put up an outdoor thing going on, and
Shut up. You guys had an
yeah, so
outdoor. Oh my God.
it was wild out here, man. I'm telling you. And so and so this one night, particularly the night I'm talking about there's money all over the ground, and Walmart had fired me literally the day before the cutoff. So I was raking in all that money myself. So I went there with a couple $100, and and I'm a cheap bastard. I mean, I'm a cheap man. I'm a cheap man. And she ended up coming over to me, or she came out from the inside, and she see me, came walking right up to me, and she's like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "What do you mean? What are you doing here?" I was like, "I ain't afraid of no COVID." She's like, "Me neither. We all got COVID." I was like, "Shoot, we better." You know what I mean? I don't know who's missing out. And and she just started laughing, and she just started, and she just like collapsed on me. She's like, "Oh, I need a break." And I was like, "I bet,
Oh.
I bet. I mean, look at this ground. There's so much money. Like, this is crazy." And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "And I'm not picking none of it up." And
Mm.
I was like, "I got you. I got you." So I think I had like 250 that night. I had 250, and I literally was giving it to her dollar by dollar,
Mm.
and she was eating me up. And then it got to a point to where she was like, "Hold on, there's something not right here." And then all of a sudden, her hands went flying down my pants. Sorry, I just had to make sure you were a man. I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Of course I'm a man." She's like, "No." So basically, she got offended because I didn't have a hard on for her. And
Mm.
and I was like, "Hey," I was like, my little man way more pickier than I am. All right, so if it's him you seek, you got to put some work in, girl. And she was like,
Keela, Keela, wait. What we're not gonna do is talk about your little man on the show right now. We can't do that. This is
"Oh, my
let's
bad, my
keep
bad."
it
You asked for a
focused on
story. I'll give you a
her.
story.
Okay, we'll keep it focused on her. Try to. Oh my God. Oh my God. Go ahead.
So
I just don't want to get canceled again. Go ahead.
so then so then she proceeded for the next 2.5 hours to get me aroused. And when she did, her like she now how do I say this? Let me say this.
Oh God.
The next day, because of the stool that I was in, the next day my lower back was killing me because she literally had her leg on top of my shoulder, you know, having her way with me. And it was a treat. I felt really delighted because ain't nobody there was getting that kind of treatment. And during this time, 3 times we were interrupted because other men were trying to get her attention, and she would just tell security, "Hey, I'm busy right now, enjoying myself. They can wait." And I'm just like, "Ooh, I'm touched." Like, what kind of cookie am I gonna get?
Wait. I have a question, Keela. The stories sound nice, but I have a question because when I think about this, like I've never been to a strip club, but I would imagine that these are working women. And if you are only there with two $50 bills in your hand, which is nothing,
No, no, 250.
what? Oh,
251.
so 251s?
Yeah, 251s.
Wait, were you stripping too? Why do you have 251s? What is
That's
going
for
on
another
here?
day.
Anyway, okay, so you had 250 and she used up 2 hours of time. That
two
250 bought two
two and a
hours of
half,
time.
almost 3 hours, because the last like 30 minutes I don't count because once she got what she was working for, she just like we just rested on my lap, and we're just talking about stories about growing up, where she grew up, how she grew up in Russia, and how much she misses Russia, and she hopes to go back one day, but she's afraid that she can't go back because she's too happy with making the money that she's making out here. But it was I'm telling you, if y'all were there, y'all would have been dying seeing these men, getting turned down by her. And I didn't even ask for her.
Well, I'm sure that the Art of Will has an opinion on all of this. Art of Will, how are you doing? And what is your view on Russian strippers and wearing knee pads?
Russian strippers and knee pads.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell what's Russian these days. They could be Romanian, they could be any other type of Eastern European. But the one thing that I could not tell the difference between, shout out to Illa Hayes. I know he's got a stripper pole named after him. Okay, so
oh goodness.
Now my question is, did it feel any different than going into the San Pedro fish market?
It smelled a lot better.
Because from what I understand from like women in their 20s, the one thing that I notice is that what one lip says to another is that I missed you and we used to be tight.
You know what? All right.
Jesus.
No.
No.
Listen, Art of Will. This is my birthday, Art of Will. It's my birthday today.
Hold on,
Amira. I gotta ask. Real quick.
No, wait. I'm not done because Will, he deserves every time to get. He lasted so long this time. He lasted at least 3 minutes just now. You guys saw that?
That's a record.
That's a record for him, and he was doing so good.
Boy's got stamina.
Hey, Amira, I wanted
go
to
ahead.
Is it October 1st your birthday or September 30th?
October 1st.
October 1st. Okay. Just making sure because we're in different time zones, and I know you started much earlier when it was still the 30th.
Right. I started late because I want to enter my birthday with you guys. So I'm going to be here at least until midnight so that we can count down my birthday together.
Yeah.
As if it's that important. It's really
can I reclaim my time now?
Well,
no, you cannot.
No.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, my mock Dominican came out. I'm sorry.
No. Well, let me see. Wait, I'm looking at your guys' thing. Wait, I'm looking at the comments. 1 second, guys. I need to see what everybody else is saying. That's what she said Sub-Zero.
I like his name already.
Right. This is going places. Tequila Kane.
So
no, Teddy says I would have just picked up the bucks with the gloves on.
Yeah.
Amira is regretting asking for Keela. Amira's reaction is gold. Oh my gosh, guys. You guys are funny. Dang, made her work for those dollar bills. It's like the loan program.
This is exactly why you'll never catch me inside of no gentleman's club. Never.
Was she wearing knee pads when she collapsed? Knee pads serve another purpose.
Oh my
god.
I will warn you, Maverick.
That's something Will would say.
I will warn you.
No, he'd say worse.
I will warn you, Maverick, though, that if you ever do find yourself in a gentleman's club, there's a very good chance that when you run into a dancer, every time that she opens her mouth, she's going to take in more semen than the USS Gerald Ford aircraft carrier.
I just finished taking you off stage. Will, why you don't learn the lesson?
He's baited them with the knee pads.
Shout out to the U.S. Navy.
Will.
Oh God.
I love Will, man.
If a woman makes fun of your man, okay.
By the way,
okay.
When a modern woman comes out to God, she's usually on her knees.
Okay, hold on. So to answer Will's first question.
Keela, 1 second. I just want him to repeat what he said really quickly before you tell. What did you say, Will?
I was saying is when a modern woman calls out to God, she's usually on her knees with her hair tied back.
I did not need you to do that.
And it's pulled, Will. It's getting pulled.
Why did I even ask him to repeat that? Why did I? See, I thought I heard
you
something
set yourself up for
different.
failure.
I should sing
The
you a
No,
moment
seriously,
song
I thought
since
you
it
said
is your
something serious.
birthday. I should
I
sing
thought
you a song since it is your birthday.
Oh no,
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 it's
don't
gonna be a
do it.
Will,
Richard Cheese song.
It's,
Will,
So
I
he's gonna
appreciate the
turn into the
gesture.
Rock.
I listen. I appreciate the gesture, Will, but no, 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 Will. Go ahead, Keela. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So, in monks, what Will was saying, the lips talking about, far apart, I did verify, and she's still prime. She's still prime, and she's not a single mother. So it is, very, very wonderful. And however, I find that hard to believe because when I did ask her what was the biggest tool she worked with, she went like this. And this isn't an exaggeration, but her arm is much smaller than mine.
her arm is much smaller than yours.
Her arm is
God,
much
no.
smaller than mine.
God, no. Will,
And I was like, how is that even possible? She says, it beats me.
So she joined the army, huh?
Nah,
So she joined the army.
that no, man.
That was, I guess, I don't know. But that, like, I went like this.
Killer, did
Like,
you ask her if it was a Russian or an American guy?
She said it was Puerto Rican.
what?
She said the tool was of Puerto Rican origin. Yeah. Out there, I know. Out there. But
Listen.
Did you ask her for a cup of Mother Russia?
Larry, God damn.
What?
Larry, just get it, guys.
I
Can
don't
we
think
talk
Amira
about?
can handle the men's locker room talk, guys.
I really cannot. I am really too much of a lady.
I'm gonna take Will's
Okay?
approach and sing Amira.
hey, it's your birthday present. Put a smile on.
God damn it! I don't want birthdays anymore. This is the worst.
Happy
Guys,
birthday to Amira.
He said it's the
Without
lobby.
Amira.
Damn it.
Well,
Man.
we should definitely, definitely with your culture, we should all definitely go out with a bang.
Okay.
Well, why? Because of it took me a minute to get it, but as soon as I was like, we're gonna go out with a bang. No, it's called a boom. We're going out with a boom. It's okay.
boop.
It's fine.
A
I
boop.
don't know.
Well,
You know what my Palestinian alarm clock says?
Okay, here we go. Go ahead.
Oh, you didn't hear that. Okay, it says Allahu Akbar.
You know what?
Hey, that isn't bad though. That isn't bad.
Is that what wakes you up in the morning, Will? Is that what stimulates you in the morning? Yeah. Okay.
Well, don't ever play that in a crowd somewhere.
Yeah, you'll trigger somebody for real.
Yeah.
You'll see a whole bunch of CIA agents come out and tackle him.
Well, I have a story for you guys. That actually happened with me and my uncle. We were on the plane, and my uncle was talking in Arabic on the phone. And we say Allahu Akbar all the time because it's good for us to say it because it just means God is great. It's nothing bad. There's no bad connotation to it. But Americans don't know that. So my uncle was talking, and the plane, we were just taxiing, and he was like, Allahu Akbar, and talking to the friend on the phone. And the moment he said that, I want to say like 80% of the plane looked over to see what was going on. And my uncle did not realize it because he's so used to just saying that he never realized how Americans see that. And I had to tell him, turn on the phone, turn on the phone. This is not a good time. And yeah, so it is true. Americans do have a fear of hearing Arabs say Allahu Akbar.
Ladies and gentlemen, Islamophobia.
It's not Islamophobia. Islamophobia does not exist. It's not a real thing.
But I know. I was just being a coiner.
Oh, I see.
You didn't even recognize that you received the Cash App.
No, I did. I just wanted to put them all together. Oh, speaking of that, guys, can you guys hear me when I get out of this thing? Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
We can.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the Cash Apps now and say them all, okay? Are you guys ready?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Because a few of you guys have sent me Cash Apps. Okay, so Art of Will, I want to thank you for the $20 super chat. He says,
I don't say anything.
You didn't say anything. You said at 10:49 p.m. He said it's 10:49 p.m. Okay, and I want to say thank Daniel for the $25 super chat. He says happy birthday. I want to thank Kevin for the $5 super chat. He says at 10:23 p.m. I want to thank BTK for the $10 super chat. He says happy birthday. I want to thank Larry for the $50 super chat. He says happy birthday. I want to thank Beak for the $100 super chat. He says happy birthday, heart, heart, heart. And I want to thank Mario for the $200 super chat. And he said, feliz cumpleaños. Thank you guys so very much.
Shout out to Mario.
You getting
Thank
bread?
you guys.
Happy
I
birthday,
appreciate
Amir.
Hey,
you.
Happy
Mario, don't tell
birthday.
your wife you did that.
No, I thank you all so much. I'm very, very grateful. I'm super grateful because
Do we got a simp in the chat, Lawrence?
Huh?
I was
No,
being.
don't do that.
I know. I was asking Lawrence. You know, you said he better not tell his wife. I'm thinking he better not catch him simping for no other woman other than her.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. No. We
He'll
don't.
be
I
in the
don't allow
doghouse
simping.
forever, dude.
No, I don't allow simping over here. Like I've actually blocked people for doing that. Do you guys remember Larry? Tell them. We had on my old channel, we had someone who used to do that like all the time. We've actually blocked them because I don't appreciate that.
Someone
Because
simp?
it doesn't look nice. He was
Yeah.
simping. I don't like it. It doesn't look nice. And a lot of girls take it as compliments. I don't. I don't take that as a compliment at all. Because to me it's phony. When you're doing something like that, it looks phony to me when you're like
Breaking my
constantly
heart.
coming and
She's breaking my heart. You never hear a woman say this.
Amira gets
Never
it.
heard a
Man.
woman
It's
say
not
this.
genuine at all.
I don't like it.
That's why I gotta cut her down to size every once in a while by reminding her that Muslim flight school doesn't have a landing bay.
Oh my god!
See,
Speaking
this is why I
of
hate you
flight,
guys.
I will say this. The only guiding spirit for these modern strags is from that cheap airline.
Guiding spirit.
I guess you could say the spirits were flying in and out of them, huh?
Talking about that
Okay.
one-way flight. Is that what we're talking about? One-way flight?
You talk about Spirit Airlines.
I want to ask you guys this. So the weather is getting cold. I guess Halloween is coming. Do you guys celebrate Halloween? Or what are you guys going to do on
Absolutely
Halloween?
not.
No?
I'm probably going to be working Halloween.
Not me.
Will?
All I know, I don't really care. I don't know if it happened. Whatever. It's what it is. You know what? I'm gonna go to a haunted house. Why not? I'll do it. I'll check out.
See, if I do that, is that celebrating Halloween or is that just going to a haunted house?
This is going to a haunted house.
Going haunted house.
Yeah, I want to
check. Don't do it close or on Halloween.
There's a morgue nearby that's gonna do it. So let me check it out.
A morgue.
Amira, what's your favorite Halloween movie?
Halloween movie.
I
like Halloween Town. I like Halloween Town for not funny, like wholesome. For wholesome stuff, I like Halloween Town because it's just wholesome. But for actual scariness, I like the movie Smile. I mean, the movie Smile is my Halloween movie now. I know it's new, but it's scary. Is that a Halloween movie, or is that just?
I still like the first Halloween.
Oh wow! Thank you.
I still
so
like
much.
the first Halloween.
Before I converted to the religion I have now, I used to really like Twitches and Twitches too.
What is that? What's a Twitch?
If you ever grew up here in America and had cable, it was a Disney Channel original movie that had the twins from Sister Tia and Tamara Mowry on it.
Oh,
that's what
the one that's recently divorced.
The one that's crying she can't find another man.
Will doesn't let nothing go by.
The streets didn't want her back, y'all, to say the least. The streets did not want her back.
Wow.
Well, she is not happy. She is not happy.
She should have never threw her husband, who she was ordering around, out the window.
And what about Jenny Mai?
It's the same feeling. It's the same feeling I have for Jeezy. It's like when I look at Jeezy's situation, it's like he crawled into the Sarlacc pit and then crawled out of it with the divorce.
That's your people, though. She's your people.
I don't care.
Jeannie Mae is the same ethnicity as you, Will.
She's Vietnamese.
She's not She's about the same race, but not ethnicity.
Yeah, no. They're
potato.
Yeah. Something like that. But no.
Hey, I actually heard that Jeannie was trying to raise their kid and gender neutral way.
Mm.
So
Like
that
Megan
could be
Fox,
the catalyst.
and maybe she's a succubus or a thoucubus. You guys heard about
Hey,
that, right?
these kids, man, can identify as anything according to the leftist logic.
Oh, I know. Let me ask you guys
But
a
it's more of the
question.
women force them.
I want to ask you guys a question. So you guys were talking about Halloween movies. Do you guys know the movie Jeepers Creepers?
Yep.
Ooh, it's a favorite.
Who
I
doesn't?
think I've
That's
seen
a good movie, right?
I've seen all of them.
Amira, you should watch this video called "What Would Horror Movies Be Like If More Black People Were in It" by RDC.
All you gotta do is
Maverick. There's
go to-
plenty of black people
to
in horror
Chicago.
movies. They just don't make it past the first act usually.
Yeah.
They're usually the first one that
What would
gets
happen if
written off.
more in one movie though? Like if the whole cast was black, you know what I'm saying?
Then you'd have mass genocide. They
Actually,
still
you know
wouldn't make
what?
it past the first act.
You know what? A black guy did survive in a horror film, Night of the Living Dead. The second one.
No, he didn't.
Not the
You
first
need to
one.
watch
Not
it
the first
again.
one.
He's the
Not
last
the first
person to
one.
die in it.
No,
but
he died.
He does die.
Oh, in the second one?
In the first one, he gets shot
the
right before
first
the
one
end
he
of the
does.
movie.
Yes, the first one he does. But
He
you know
didn't
what?
do the
He was
first
the last to survive.
Well, yeah, because he was the hero of the story.
Yes.
I want to ask you guys another question. So Jeepers Creepers, I like that movie and I want to watch it again. I want to watch like the second one. I've only seen the first. I want to watch the second one this Halloween or this October.
Let's watch it as a family.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. But then also, I want to ask you guys: can one of you guys put up the clip if more black people were in horror movies? Either Samael or Larry. Can you guys put it up for me?
By RDC World One.
I want to see what that's about. Maybe we can watch together.
If we had more. Oh, LL Cool J did survive in Deep Blue Sea.
True.
But he was the main character, right?
Was he the main character?
Main character never died.
House on Haunted Hill. Omar Epps.
I think Ving Rhames survived Dawn of the
Dead. Oh, House on Haunted Hill.
Oh,
I haven't
no,
seen that movie in so
that's
long.
not. That's who is that? Tay Diggs? I don't know. It was one of those.
Wait, who makes the video made by Join18?
Who? What you talking about?
No, it's
if
not
real
Join18,
black people were in scary movies, is that what it's called?
No, if more black people.
It's by RDC World One. If more black people were in horror films.
Wasn't there a film called Leprechaun in the Hood?
Yeah,
it was. It was actually in the hood.
Yep. Hey, who's a fan of 13 Ghosts?
Me.
I saw it.
I think that's probably one of the most gruesome movies out there.
It's like one of those good bad horror movies. Like it's bad.
I was really surprised.
It's bad, but you watch it for fun.
My birthday is coming in like 40 minutes. Wait, or less. Wait, let me see. Yeah, 40 minutes more.
Oh, I thought it was your birthday.
It's gonna be in 40
We're
minutes.
on her time. We're on her time. We still got.
Oh yeah, for you guys it already is, but for me it's not.
Hey, it's called Horror Movies That Would Have Never Started If Black People Were the Cast.
Oh, okay, that's the proper
I'm gonna put
title.
the link in the private chat here.
There we go.
Boom.
You know, it'd be I don't know if it would be categorized as horror, but it can be based on the scene as a passport sister going overseas. That would be a horror.
Mute, okay.
Actually,
all of us have to mute.
Hold on.
That'll be like a fatality scene.
Thank you, Richard.
Did you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, please mute for when the movie starts or the show, whatever it is, video.
Okay, muting. All right.
Okay.
Oh, we're watching it now. Oh, let's go.
Yeah, I think Larry's pulling it up. Aren't you, Larry?
It's been up.
I threw it in the private chat in case it's not the right
Samuel,
one.
can you like do it, please? Because I can't do anything on my end. Why is this taking so long?
Sammy, if you need to, use the private chat.
Well, this is about black people, so he's with HR filing a discrimination complaint.
Probably.
Hey, you got 2-3 black people in here. You're good, bro.
Treating
Yep,
like we're at a
it's the
Denny's
one.
or something. He's acting like we're at a Denny's. He took quite a while to load that up. All right, here we go. There's music in it that's copyrighted. So
you could just skip the intro.
Yeah, just mute the music part, I guess. Oh, wait. Even if it is copyright, it wouldn't matter because my channel is not monetized, so it wouldn't matter anyway.
When you go for a partnership, you have to delete it.
or just edit it. But anyway,
I don't think there's enough for her to warrant a strike anyway.
Can you guys be quiet, everybody?
I don't answer no numbers.
Yeah, for you. Hey, bro, she fine though, right here.
She really is.
Yeah, man.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah, a little bit. That's a little bit.
Oh, he thought we was asleep. Oh, God, boy, we don't go to sleep. Sleep for the bus. We don't stop getting paper around here. We don't stop getting paper around here. We don't stop getting paper around here. What's up? What's up?
Hey, bro, take a left right here. I think it's a shortcut.
Hold on. Nah, bro. The GPS say take it right.
Oh, shit. All right, then.
All right.
Hey, bro, you trying to watch this tape? Who's the killing nigga that watching?
So the video kills niggas.
Yeah.
Then why the fuck would I get your dumb ass out of my face? I swear this party finna be so loud. I've been waiting on this shit all week. That's what I'm saying. All the hoes coming through. All of them. Hold on. Y'all see that nigga?
Hey, what's that nigga doing? What's wrong with
That nigga look distraught. But hold on, he telling us to go back, bro.
He is.
Oh, well.
Yeah, go ahead and
Turn this all around. Ain't nothing for us that way. Get your shit, we gotta go. Get your shit, we gotta go. Desmond's possessed. Desmond's possessed. Alright. So who drove?
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up, bro? Wait, hold on. What the fuck is that?
What? Oh, yeah, it's this clean ass doll I got from the store.
First of all, your grown ass went and got a dog. Secondly, you thought that was clean.
Yeah, man, I thought it was clean as fuck, man. He got a little knife, man. What?
Hey, him having a knife don't make him clean. That's some demonic shit. That's some demonic shit.
Man, I'm just saying, man, maybe he could be a part of it.
Wait, where you go? Hey, where you? Oh, shit. Hey, get over there, Ab.
Hey, get over there.
No, how you get over there, Ab?
Oh, man, I dropped them.
You dropped them in the corner.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Listen, either he gonna be on new roommate or you gonna take him back. Which one?
Bro, I paid $50 for this. Bro.
Boy, get your dumb ass out of here before you get jumped.
Seriously?
these niggas ain't. But get your tight ass mask out of here before you get jumped. Damn.
I absolutely love that. I was being so loud in here.
Hey, they needed a contortionist for that exorcist scene, though. I tell you that.
Amir, what was your favorite one? Mine was
So
obviously the last two, because we'd be jumping people that would come in the house with knives too.
Hey, do you guys remember? Do you remember those pranks from maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, where people used to dress up like clowns and they go around in like parking lots and stuff
Yeah.
and scare people? There was a group of clowns. There was a group of guys that actually did that, and it was a group of black guys walking to their car, and the clowns came out and they took their knives out and walked up to them, and to threaten to scare them like they did everybody else. And the shortest black dude they just all looked at him and they said, "Oh, so you want a free trip to the hospital?" And beat the hell out of all those clowns. I mean, they was running for their lives. They jumped them, caught them, dragged them back, was kicking their butts up and down that parking lot, screaming for their lives.
I wouldn't blame cuz.
Let me see. I don't know. I really liked all of them, but the Chucky one I love because who buys a doll and just brings them home? The other one was like when he was talking about the video and he's like, "We're gonna play this video," and he was like,
So the video kills people.
Yeah, why the hell would I play?
Ring.
Yeah, it's like the common sense of it all. You know what I mean? It's like I guess you could say black people have that sense of common sense, where it's like just don't do stuff that's going to get you killed. Hello, like
Street smart.
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Well, most of us, but that's not what we're seeing that's not what we're seeing on social media and on the news nowadays.
Well, the white lady
common
just
sense
the
ain't
bathroom
counting, and math don't math.
I'm gonna curl my hair because I want my hair to be curled for like my birthday. So I'm about to curl my hair. You guys can stay with me. I'm just
You're gonna give us a blowout?
No,
what did you say?
dude.
A
Get
blowout.
off my phone. Get off my phone.
You don't know what that's what curling hair is that's what it's called. A blowout.
Don't be funny. Don't be funny.
That's what it's called.
Go. You know what? Get off. Get out. Somebody put him out. Put him out.
See, you got blowout mistaken for a prolapse. No, that's
nice.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know
It's when your butt. Okay, never mind.
Well, you already said half of it. Go on.
It's when your when your rectum gets penetrated so much that and then when it comes out and hangs, like it just I don't even want to go into the I don't even want to think about it.
Why would you ask me? Do you know when it comes out and hangs? Why would I know that?
I wasn't even talking about that.
You come on, guys. You know me.
No, I thought she had that mistaken for it,
I'm
and looked at you funny about it.
But Amir,
I was talking about what Will said.
Like,
how do you guys
Amir,
even
it's a
know
good thing you
about
didn't
that
know what
stuff?
that was. See, how can any of these guys know what that is?
I know surgeons.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing you didn't
I know doctors and surgeons.
Those damn extracurricular activities.
Listen to me, all of you. Listen to me, all of you, because I'm gonna mute you all because you guys won't let me think. All I'm saying is, you guys know that I am not that type of person that knows about those kind of things. You guys know that. So I don't know why, like, the majority of women today would know things about that. I don't know anything about that stuff. So
that's a medical term.
You know, Charlemagne
yeah, well, so is mental retardation. But you see, you can't use that one. Mental retardation is a medical term too.
Yeah, hold on. My term I'm using: girls use socks to roll up their hair and go to sleep in, and then in the morning the hair is volumeful, voluptuous.
You mean voluminous?
You can use that word too. Yeah.
Because that's the right word. Oh my gosh! Even English is my third language.
Is it voluminous?
Voluminous.
Voluptuous.
English is my third language, and I know how to say that, and you don't. How is that possible?
Well,
But you can
I
talk about
apologize. My
prolapse.
education failed me, ma'am.
No, but you know about
Obviously.
prolapsing, and you know about anuses coming out, but you can't know what a word voluminous is.
That's not me. That's not me.
Whatever. You're the one who mentioned it.
No, that was Maverick. That was Maverick. That was.
What? When did I mention that? Don't dare put your
That's
BS
your
on me.
guys' problem. That's your problem. You know all the right words for all the wrong things. Okay, so I'm gonna comb my hair now because I think it's perfectly straight and I want it to be not so boring. Do you guys think it looks good like this, or should I?
I think you should do with your hair as you please, ma'am.
Put them in cornrows.
Nah, man.
What's a cornrow?
Put them in the
Oh, is that a
oxtail.
braid? Is that a braid? Well, I'm just gonna like curl the ends a little bit so it's not so like straight, you know what I mean? Because the straight hair gets boring after a while. So you see what I'm doing? So you take the hair, you put it between the blades like this, and then you slowly go down the shaft. Just
Pause.
slowly and delicately.
I knew somebody was thinking about that.
What?
Like, one of these two douche nozzles are gonna say pause.
What are you guys talking about?
When you said
It wasn't me.
one of these douche nozzles was gonna say something inappropriate.
Nobody said a word.
No. Hayes said pause.
Zilla's just saying you should dread.
I was just thinking about the classic film.
Hey, it's not fair how easy you curl your hair, man. It's not fair.
Well, it's easy because I know how to do it. See, this straightener, you have to get it in black because the black ones work better. So this one is what you get. And then you take it and you put it right in between the blades and you put it all the way down the shaft, like the middle of the shaft, not like the beginning of it, because the beginning of the shaft is too close to the skin and it hurts and it like burns you, you know what I mean? But if you get it in the middle of the shaft, it really gets a perfect flow if you go slowly down to the end of the shaft.
One thing I've heard about, like,
you see that? See how beautiful? Look at it, guys. Look at it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
I see a difference. It's a
right?
good. It's a nice clean difference.
Can you guys see now?
And for the record, Amira, it is a lot less boring, but not that I find straight hair boring.
And look at the boring side. The boring side is like that, and then the
There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with either side.
No,
I prefer the left side. I prefer the left side.
In the words of the great Keith
Sweat.
Yeah,
that side.
In the words of the great Keith Sweat, it's a right and a wrong way to love somebody.
You mentioned pain and shaft earlier or something, and about being careful. And the thing was, when I was with this northern slapper, which from England, one of the things, and they fit the stereotype of having bad teeth. And I swear, man, they look like crooked tracks that it would derail the Eurostar.
What the freak? Her teeth was that bad?
Have you seen British, man? British females British people in general just have bad looking teeth.
Yeah, they do.
That's ex-General Washington.
Hey, when I see actresses with bad teeth in movies, I'd be like, she's British.
And the majority of times you're right, isn't it?
Yeah, no cap.
Yeah.
Keira Knightley has had bad teeth in The Jacket, and she's British.
Now my hair is all curled. You see, I only take 4 pieces and all my hair is curled because I know how to do it correctly. You see that? Now it's not so boring. And it's shinier when it's like this too.
Are you going to be up all night, Amira?
Yes. It is my birthday. I'm going to get high. We're going to get high. Anyway.
Yeah. Man, I wish you could play birthday music for her.
Wait, is it haram? Is it haram to have a hookah?
No.
What's a hookah?
Well, not really.
Yeah, where's the shisha?
Can you guys like stop talking over each other, especially when you're here, Keela? God dang, I can't hear myself think when you're here. No, but it's not really haram per se. It's just cultural. Like we just do it culturally. Before it used to be really frowned upon that the women would smoke, but now it's very common that the whole family smokes together. It's a very bonding. It's like a bonding session to come around the hookah and to smoke together.
What's your favorite flavor?
Double apple.
Oh my gosh, I should have.
It's the most Arab flavor that you can smoke. So if you guys ever want to be Arab, that's the most
double
Arab flavor.
apple.
Double
Double
apple.
apple. Tastes like black licorice.
Yeah, it does. It's very strong, and it makes you dizzy really fast if you're not used to it. But most Arabs are used to it, so we can handle it.
If you're asking, mine's a watermelon mint.
Oh, that's good. That one tastes really good. Try watermelon guava mint.
Ooh,
A watermelon guava mint.
Yeah, those together are really good.
Amira, I have to ask. You mentioned it earlier, but you didn't want to go into detail. Like you said, you banned a simp over here. Well, what did the simp do?
Well, when Samuel and Larry were here, it was just someone who used. I'm not going to say any names, but it was someone who used to come, and every time they would come, it was like I had a change of opinion one time on the show, and I had the change of opinion, and right when I had that change of opinion, the person changed the opinion right along with me. This person never disagreed with me. Every time they came in, it was always something like, I don't know. And you could say that's just a nice person. It wasn't just nice. This person, it was something not right. And I knew it was simpage. It was just simpery. And I don't like simping because Undead Chronic, me and Undead Chronic have been friends for a very long time. And we've always talked about this kind of stuff. And I don't like that. I'm not okay with that kind of behavior on my channel because I don't want people to think it's okay or that I approve or I like people doing that. I don't like you doing that. It's my birthday. So if people want to be nice to me on my birthday, I understand, it's fine. But what he was doing was way over the top. It was just, I can't even describe how it was, but Samael and Larry were here, and we even spoke about it because it was bothering me. I was like, I hate when this person does this because it just looks bad. It makes me look bad too. For me to always talk about simp behavior being wrong and to allow someone to simp like that on my channel, I was like, I can't allow you to do it.
Furthermore, it would make you look like a big hypocrite if you did validate that, knowing how much you hated that.
That's what I'm saying. So I sent him an email and I said, listen, I'm so sorry, but I have to ban you. I'm not saying that you can't come to the channel, but you just can't comment. Yeah, no, it's not all right. I didn't say the reason why. I didn't call him a name because it's not my place as a woman to say that to him or to call him a name like that. But it was simping behavior.
That's all right.
Look at that.
Mary, you know why I said
Amira is a national treasure.
You know why I said pause earlier, right?
What'd you say?
You know why I said pause earlier, right?
No.
Because you said every time he comes.
Oh my freaking God.
Are you having fun? Are you having fun, Will? Like, really? Does this make your day? Does this like tickle your belly button? Does this deal your pickle? What does this do for you? Like, really?
Whoa.
Tell me, Will. This just is not normal behavior, Will.
Hey, he's on house arrest. He's got to get his entertainment somewhere.
Oh, that's what I heard. Are you really on house arrest?
He does have.
Who spread that rumor?
In the chat, somebody said you're on house arrest. Will,
I saw that.
Will, we're gangster together. It's okay. You're in the right place. You're in a place of gangsters, so you're at home, Will. Don't feel bad. You're my family.
Will showed up to a city council meeting and started talking. That's what got That's what got him.
He got put in the naughty corner.
Hey, Illis Hayes, remember you mentioned in the chat Pippi Longstocking?
Mm-hmm.
I have a Pippi Longstocking parody song.
No way.
Wait,
Sure.
Okay, wait. Before he shares it, 1 second. Jacob says simping is very cringe. I agree. Jacob. Dick says, wow.
If you're simping, you're not being your authentic self.
PTK says everyone is going to be up and ready for the birthday party, but Amira will be asleep. No, because I'm doing my hair. I'm doing my hair to be ready. Okay. 1 second. Did you guys know that the toothpick was invented in Arkansas? If it were invented anywhere else, it'd be a teeth pick. Okay, stop.
You're showing too much shoulder there. That's haram.
Leave me alone. It's my birthday. I'm enjoying myself. Let me be. But I do appreciate you guys calling me out because you see, that's what simps don't do. Simps don't call out the behavior, and that's why I appreciate my pride. Even if I'm doing something wrong, my pride calls me out on it. And I know I'm doing something a little bit bad, but I
just do it to annoy you. I'm not holding you accountable.
My apologies.
1 second,
guys, hold on.
Everybody started like screaming at the same time. And Will, you're saying that you're not trying to call me out. You're saying you're just doing it to annoy me. I don't think so. I think you're serious a little bit.
Hey, Will, all good jokes and all good trolling contains truth to it.
Yeah, well, that's what
Yeah.
makes a joke funny, is that it's partially
Drunken words,
true.
sober
Thank you,
thoughts.
Sub. Thank you,
Hey, I
Sub
got a
Zero.
question. Have any of you all watched Friends and How I Met Your Mother? Both shows?
No.
Never.
How I Met Your Mother,
Off and
yeah,
on.
a little bit, but
Okay, now that I
Off
know
and on.
that, is Ted the biggest simp of the show?
I don't even remember who Ted is. So
No,
Oh, you haven't watched the whole show,
I don't know
probably.
who's there's a bigger simp than Ted. Marshall's close to it.
Marshall? You think Marshall's a simp?
He had a little bit of sympatry in him.
I wouldn't say. I mean, he had simp tendencies. He had his moments, but he did
But Ted is
have some
close.
moments.
Yeah, Ted is probably more so.
Yeah, Ted is more like
But
the guy literally love bombed Robin.
the biggest simp of all time is Steve Urkel.
I have 24
That
minutes.
I agree with.
24 minutes.
This dude took
24 minutes
Ocean to
left,
be
okay?
cool after his
He is.
Can you guys hear
neighborhood
me?
crush told her multiple times that it wasn't gonna work, and it took until he got successful for her to be attracted to him. Is the ultimate successful simp story
Can
of
you
all
guys
time
hear
on
me?
any TV sitcom.
We can hear you.
I know you hear me because you
We
keep
hear you.
speaking over me, Maverick. No, not you, Will. It's Maverick who keeps talking over me, even when I'm
Oh, I'm
speaking.
sorry. I didn't even
It's
know you.
highly rude, especially on my birthday. But I wanted to tell you guys, I have 22 minutes left before. Okay, 22 minutes.
Before you hit 29. Wait, you're still in your 20s. Okay, so
Yeah, still in my 20s.
congratulations for still being in your 20s, for getting married and everything while you're now. I don't know now you're getting to the point where you should start having children while you're still in your 20s. But so far so good.
Yeah, I mean, that's between me and my husband about the children thing. We're gonna see about that. But I know I will, but I just, we have our own
Yes.
ideas. Remember, we
You
have
don't.
2 stepkids. I have 2 stepkids already. So I mean,
What the?
we're
What?
not it's not like we're not missing some kind of a like
You're the cleanup woman?
cleanup woman.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, that's what step parents are.
That's what
According
step parents.
to the Red Pill
Yeah,
community.
I've always
No.
called stepdads the cleanup man.
No. I'm not cleaning up anything. I like how do you say this? The kids are not fully with us all the time, but I want them here. Like I want them to be here. I wouldn't. She's still here. She's not like gone or anything.
She's still. Wait, who's this she that's still here?
The mother of the children, of course.
Oh, okay. I was like,
wait. Who else are you talking about?
What?
Wait, the way you said here made it sound like she was under the same roof. I was like, what?
No.
The way you made it sound like.
No, she's still breathing with us, is what Amira was.
She's still alive with us. Yeah.
She's still breathing with us.
Yeah, it's not like a situation. When I think about, how can I say this? In America, the idea of marrying someone who has a kid has been ruined because the majority of single parents here are horrible, and also the court system, of course, you can start, especially for men, there's no benefit to it, but for a woman, it doesn't work that way. For women, it's not like I have to pay child support for her kid if we end up divorcing or something like that. There's nothing comparative. So as I'm saying, for men, it's a lot harder to be a single parent and it's a lot riskier. For women, it's not like that. And
Yes.
I knew my situation.
Okay. Right. I agree. So what men are doing is they're pretty much they're committing to used goods after they've been used good.
But Will, don't you let me ask you guys a question. So before women were the way that they were today, being a single father used to be something honorable and noble, that a man would take up that responsibility, that extra responsibility. It used to be seen as noble. Now it's not, because women are trash now and they have babies by men who are trash. So basically you are the cleanup man because you are taking care of trash of another person. You're not taking care of children that are born by men who are successful or architects, or you're basically raising the child of a drug dealer, of a nobody, of a nothing, and that's different. But this is why it looks so bad today. But if you hold on one second.
Go ahead.
In culturally, in Middle Eastern culture, there are many cases where a woman, if she's divorced or let's say the father has passed on, this woman will still be remarried. Now, we don't see it that way. We don't see it as you're the cleanup man because we don't have trash women who are giving babies to trash people. The women that we have that are single mothers have been married, who have children that were born in wedlock and by one man. This is completely different from the trash that we see in America, where you see women having multiple babies by multiple men, has never been married, and then she expects you to come along and marry her and take care of those brats. That is not honorable. That is not, that's simp. It's horrible. And there's a difference between these two people. Maverick.
You know what saying I almost never believed in? And one man's trash is another man's treasure. I've never believed in that. And the way you broke your joint down made my confirmation bias even more confirmed. Okay.
So
after they play horizontal shoots and ladders, of course.
Do you believe that every woman that is seen as trash by one man is trash for every man then?
I believe it.
Yeah, well, unless the guy is super duper naive and, you know, is oblivious to anything regarding her past. You know, that's the only way I could see that saying apply, is if he's naive or oblivious, or what I see in my generation common is a person being willfully ignorant, meaning you choose to ignore the fact that red flags, obviously she has a kid by some other guy, you know, she's, you know, not handling herself, always depending on you. And whenever, even if she messes up an area, it's still your fault because you decided to be the quote unquote man of the house when it ain't, when it was never really your house to begin with. It was hers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the only way I could apply it. But even then, it still kind of falls on its head because, you know, she's still subvertly treating you like trash because she sees your value as lower than hers because you're the decent guy that she chose to pick after she's been bumped and dumped by multiple Chads, multiple Tyrones, and maybe some Pookies, maybe some Ray Rays.
Well, wait, Maverick. The other thing about that is that for men, it's a lot harder for men to take on a family that is not his, like children that are not his. But I believe another reason is because the man, of course, he has to provide the financial responsibility of this. Also, it is bad on the man's ego and his look amongst other men because other men judge. How can I say this? I never want to. Oh, so for a woman, it doesn't work that way. Women, it's okay in my view if a woman takes on the children. If a man was married, had his children, the wife didn't work out, and he kept his children, I don't think that a man should be punished for doing the thing that is uncommon for a man to do. That is uncommon for men to do, is to keep their kid and to make sure that his kid, because most men just let the children go to the mother. Yeah, most kids, I mean, most fathers, they just let the children go to the mother and say, oh, good, now I can just move on. Don't even fight.
There are a lot of fathers that fight, but the courts often side with the mothers. So
well, that's the other thing as well. Yeah, that's the other thing. So if a man has a child, he fought tooth and nail. Exactly, he fought tooth and nail and made sure that his children would not be growing up in a household where other men would be around them, especially when they're girls. When they're daughters, you have to keep them close. But anyway, so when I see this, I see the difference. I see the difference between men taking on a single mother with children and a woman being with a man who has children as a single father. Like I say, I don't see those things the same at all. I'm gonna take this out. Actually, I'm gonna burn my whole thing. I think it's very different, and I've seen these things. You guys don't think I thought about all of these things, and you guys even remember when I said a long time ago on the Peef Network, where I said I don't think that child support should be a thing for majority of mothers, because I believe that the children should go to the father in a divorce. I believe that the children should go to the father, and that the father should not be milked for money and threatened with jail and incarceration. Incarceration is jail, sorry. That they shouldn't be threatened with incarceration or losing their driver's license. Like, what does your driver's license have to do with your inability to give a wench money? I mean, so anyway, so I don't believe that all of these things should happen because a woman laid down and opened her legs and had a child by a sperm donor that she barely even knew, she wasn't married to, or what have you. These are the things that I'm talking about. So in our cases in the Middle East, we don't have the same thing as the red pill community has in America, but that's because we have different standards to our women. We have different standards to our men. So for us, culturally, it is still seen as an honorable thing to take on that family because we don't see the men as simps, because we don't have women who are trash like that. But like I said, in this case, in America, it is a complete simp thing to do, to take on a woman with multiple children by multiple baby daddies that she was never married to. It's disgusting.
And on top of that, you can't discipline them either.
Right.
That's the main
So-called
point.
child support
That's the main
services on
point.
you.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the main point. That's another thing. You can't properly, especially with boys. You know, you raise another man's son. He may take you as his father, or he may reject you. You
Yep.
know, you never know which way it's gonna go when those hormones come in, that testosterone comes in.
Most times he's gonna reject you because of the evolutionary theory of the Oedipus complex, you know.
Mhm.
And then on the other hand,
But not always.
yeah,
No, but
I
he said the
mean,
majority of time. Samuel, stop doing that. Stop saying not always. Stop. He
yeah,
just
I was just
said the
making
majority.
I was just making a rationalization.
Yeah, no, I get that. Look, I'm a stepfather. You know, my oldest is not my biological kid. I raised her. I'm the only dad she's ever known. I'm the reason she made it to adulthood in one fucking piece.
Mhm.
You know,
Dude, Maverick, that was not cool.
No, I was smiling because that's actually a big fat W for him. Like the fact that, you know, his stepdaughter is not a degenerate at this point.
Yeah,
Because
how
sometimes that's
rare
the
that
thing that
is.
how rare,
That's a
exactly.
W.
And sometimes that's all a girl needs, to not be a whore in the streets. And we always talk about all these whores in the streets, but a lot of them, they never got a chance because no man wanted to be around their mother to actually bring them up, even if they weren't her father, to actually bring her up and be something in her life, so she didn't have to look for the attention from men. But that's the thing with the whole red pill community, is like, I understand completely. And if I had a son, if a woman had a child, I would vet her to pieces, because I'd be like, who is the father? Were you married? What were the circumstances? Like, how long did you know him before you fell pregnant? Oh my God, it would be a horrible situation. And honestly, it would be a very rare situation where I would say it would be okay. Very rare situation would I say it's all right. Majority of the time, I'm gonna say no, because American women are just
Garbaggio.
and disciplining and having the authority over the child. America gives no authority to stepfathers. You are a stepfather, you are nothing, but yet you are financially responsible with none of the rights. You have all the responsibilities and none of the rights of a father.
Or the benefits, legally, that is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the rights. That's part of rights.
Yeah, there are some issues with that. Like, for instance, she because I'm her I'm her stepdad, and because her mother and I have been divorced for some time, she is not eligible to receive inheritance from me, unfortunately. Like, you know, through legal channels and whatnot. Like, I mean, she's getting something, but yeah, that it does with stepchildren. If you raise them, if you take them on as your own, and you want to pass on your, you know, whatever you have to them when you pass, like, it gets tricky legally. Because you're not biologically their father.
I've seen it in wills, because remember, I do. One second, Maverick, I know you hear me speaking, don't you?
My bad. I had to.
Do you hear me speaking and just say, oh, it's a woman cat voice, like a mouse voice in the background? It's like background noise, so I'll just talk over it. Or do you not hear me?
Sorry. My thoughts
I
when
asked
they
you a
come.
question. No, I'm serious question, because I want to know what's going on. Is it that you don't hear me, or you just have background noise?
Would this be the proper time to send him to the naughty corner?
It would be, honestly, because this is like round 2 of speaking over me, like I'm not talking. And sometimes I think it's because my mic is muffled. Sometimes I think it's my fault that no one can hear me. But if everybody else can hear me, I know.
Sam was kind of talking, and I didn't even pick that up. My bad.
It's okay, Maverick. It's okay. You're lucky that I like you so much. But no, I was gonna tell you guys something, but now I forgot because Maverick threw me off. Go ahead,
Forgive
Maverick.
me.
You can say
I'm
your point.
ASD positive.
You can say your point.
Forgive me. I'm ASD positive, and the most sensitive part of my body is my ears.
Really?
Some parts, some sounds, I just don't pick up right away. My ears just don't catch them. You know. Furthermore, My ears are so sensitive that even the loudest of loud sounds can overstimulate them, and I get headaches.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how tough it is living
Ooh.
with ASD at 24 years old.
I'm sorry about that.
hmm
That's,
And in
yeah.
church, sometimes to prevent myself from falling asleep, I chew on mouth guards.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that was a thing.
yeah, man. I mean, it's it's what I've been living with since birth, but I didn't even know until I was like 13 years old, man. And then everything
Mm,
I thought I knew made sense, you know.
mm.
I have
I
a
just found
question
out a few
here.
things. Oh, go
Go
ahead,
ahead. Go ahead.
Samuel.
Go ahead. I can
Oh,
wait.
I'll be quick. I'll be very quick. I just found out something about myself as well. I found out at the doctors that I have, they have a name for it, but I don't know exactly what it was. But there's a term where people are too sensitive to light and very high senses for smell, something like that. So they say like overstimulus or something like that. It's something like what you have,
Mhm.
but mine is for light. Like when I go outside in the daytime, I was always wondering why light bothers me so much and it irritates me. Sunlight irritates me and makes me bad. It makes me feel unwell. And heat and sunlight together is like my kryptonite. It kills me. Like I shut down. There's actually medical terms for it, and I have it. Go ahead, Samuel. Sorry.
Uh, so Maverick, you said you're 24.
Yeah.
All right. So my oldest, my stepdaughter, is only 3 years younger than you are. So
Okay.
when I say this, when we're talking about stepdads and stepping into a role that they may not be, good with, or that may screw them over with, no rights, no responsibilities. Now that's always been partially true, but I would ask, do you think that the fact that I came from a previous generation might contribute to why my kid ended up being relatively well-rounded and well off, as opposed to, say, someone your age who shacks up with a woman who has children?
I think so. I mean, you know, um, older millennials and Gen Xers and past, y'all have a different, way of moving, like because y'all didn't grow up in a time that was so technologically savvy or dopamine hacking like we did. So
Man, I remember when Encarta Encyclopedia wasn't the thing, let alone the internet.
that's
What
another
is
thing too.
Mincarta?
That's another
That's what
thing
I'm
too.
saying.
It's a generation gap because I come from Gen X parents, so I can understand. Like y'all just move a certain way that we aren't too savvy to because of the times we're fortunate
Me?
enough to grow up in. So
Yeah. So I was just wondering about that because I know that there's a lot of hard sentiments, especially from the manosphere, about stepfatherhood and about taking on other kids. And I think part of the problem is that we were raised differently. When I was coming up, see, I had a stepdad too, and he's still to this day my dad, the only dad that I care to talk about. And he is the reason that I reached adulthood in one piece.
mhm.
He raised me right, and I'm eternally grateful to him, and I always will be. And as far as I'm concerned, he'll be dad until the stars burn out.
Yeah,
you know
it's
and I have a
gen
similar
it's
relationship with my kid. And so I think part of that is like younger generations, younger guys like yourself, and I don't mean this in any way personally. This is more of a generational thing. um there's a
bash
lot of
my
stuff
generation
that
all you want. I hate my generation.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff that comes with that has to do with like just not being satisfied, and also a lack of being able to commit to a thing. So when I took on this kid, right, I got involved with my ex-wife, and she had a kid. Kid was 9. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't even know if I wanted kids at that point. But when I got into that, it was either commit or walk the fuck away. So I committed, and that kid is mine. I don't give a shit what the DNA says.
But see, people would the
Attachment, baby.
modern day would call you a simp because you did that. And see, I
They'd
may
be
see it as
wrong.
something, but I would see it as something honorable in certain situations. But I'm not afraid to call something a simp when I see that it's a simp. But what
Mhm.
you did, in my view, is not simpish. It's honorable because of the circumstances that you were in. But it's still something where I'm going to tell you the truth. I believe that it was a situation where you did not benefit from it, unless, I mean, you could say that you benefited from your relationship with your daughter, but for me, I see
Absolutely.
it as a situation that you were very vulnerable in, and she could have ruined you if you would have gotten taken to court, Samael. The courts could have ruined you, and you were in a very vulnerable situation. And I'm glad that you weren't taken for all you
That's
had.
that's true. We had another child later on who is biologically mine, and honestly, aside from the fact that I'm grateful to know my kids, both of them, and I love them with all my heart, and I will always be their dad. Like, their mother and I cut ties a while back. We're not involved anymore. I don't really care what happens to that woman as long as it doesn't affect the girls. But uh, having already raised a kid through basically puberty does give me some, regardless of whether or not she was mine, gives me some insight and some experience that is, you know, necessary for what's coming up with the other one.
Well, yeah, you got a little bit of preview. I mean, listen, I wanna speak to you guys as me as a woman, you as men. I know I don't speak for all women. However, I have a mind that thinks like a woman too, and I also have a part of me that says, all this stuff is BS. All the stuff that women say is BS. So, from my point of view, guys, I don't want to see many men anymore being taken advantage in the system, and I believe that the best thing to do currently in modern America, until things change in the family courts, is to stay away from single mothers if you can, simply because of the probability that you can be taken for all that you've worked for, all that you have, for children that are not biologically yours for the rest of your life. Even if you choose to try to move on or remarry and start your life over again, you will still have this tied to you in the family courts, because family courts don't care if your DNA matches with that child or not. They will still make you financially responsible for said child. Another thing is the fact that, of course, in separation, if you had any type of attachment to said child, you also have no rights of visitation or um, or to be a part of the child's life. You can't take the child from the mother because it's not yours. And even if it were yours, it's still going to be a hard fight. But without it being yours, you are still liable to pay for it. But you won't have any other rights to discipline that child, to raise that child as you see fit, to keep the child away from the mother if the mother is unfit. You're at a position where you are just at the mercy of the court, at the mercy of the wench and the child.
Between a pimp
It's
and
just
two
all
hard places.
it's just a bad situation all in all. So if it were up to me and I were to speak to modern men in America, I would say please stay far away as you can, because you are not winning in this situation. You are only losing, and it's no longer honorable like it used to be. As for mothers, as for women, marrying a man with a child, like I said, certain situations, yes, but there are situations that I would say no to, is because a lot of men today have horrible baby mothers who have women that are never been married to, never loved them, never anything, but they impregnated them, which one speaks on his lack of self-control over his penis, which two also speaks on his lack of future preparations, lack of thinking ahead, lack of maturity in a lot of ways. I don't recommend being with most men that have children before, especially in America, especially if you're not tied to a culture. Certain circumstances are okay simply because women are not going to be held financially responsible for a child that is not theirs. It's not like that for the court for women. Also, women women are okay with communal sharing because that's what women do. Just like if a man had multiple wives, they would share the children amongst themselves. That is a thing that is common in women. It is natural for women to take on children that aren't theirs because women have that mother instinct. It's not the same for fathers. For fathers, they want to raise what is theirs. That's why lions will kill off previous children of the woman that they want, of the lioness that they want. This is not natural for men, but it's something that is natural for women. This is why women can live communally and share one man and divide the children amongst each other, because that is natural for us to do. This is why I say, for me being in a position where I have my stepdaughters, this is a very natural place for me. This is nothing weird about that because I'm a woman. I have a mother instinct. And it's just natural for women to do that. Now, I did this because I knew that I would be in a position where I would be taken care of. I'm in a family where we have standards, we have traditions, we have rules. We don't have this lack of discipline or baby mama here or something like that. We don't have any of that. And this is why I said these kind of things are needed. We only have like 2 minutes, I think. Wait, it's done. It's done.
Nope, it's time.
Okay,
Is it?
Okay.
theory.
All
I'm gonna
right.
get it out the way. Quick theory.
Don't
It's
sing.
time.
Don't sing. I just
Is
want to
it?
say happy birthday.
Oh,
to you.
I did.
But don't sing, okay? I want to do this. Okay? I want to tell you guys happy birthday to me, and thank you guys for being here with me to join me for my birthday. And with that, I yield my time. I'm joking. No. But I want to thank you guys.
Welcome back.
Right. No, I want to
Welcome
thank
back,
you guys so
Illa.
much. Thank you guys so much for being with me at the clock of midnight, at the strike of midnight, to join me for my birthday. I appreciate you guys so very much, and I'm not going to get emotional, but you guys have been here in a lot of special moments in my life, and I want you guys to continue to be here as the years go on, and as I get more mature, as I get wiser, and I hopefully better. I want you guys to be here with me, and I'm just grateful. That's all I want to say to you guys. I'm grateful for you guys being here with me.
Well, happy birthday, my friend.
So can we sing you
you,
happy
Ira.
birthday now?
Please don't. I don't know. I
Happy
can't.
birthday,
All right, guys, let's
Amira.
go.
No, I still have
You look
that one
good without a
song
mirror.
you
No.
mentioned.
Oh my
You
God!
mentioned
No,
that
Will.
Birthday to
Let's get Keela about it here. I'm muting you. You're muted. No. Who else is doing it now? Who else
Illa.
is doing
Average.
it?
Yo, Illa. You mentioned Pippi Longstocking earlier. I still haven't forgot. I have a song. I got a parody. I got a
No.
parody for a Pippi Longstocking theme. I do.
Oh
Hey,
God!
blame
What is
America
it?
for
Can I do
them
it?
reducing fatherhood to dollar signs. Okay.
Hey, it's her
Can I
birthday
do it?
present.
Could I do the Pippi Longstocking?
Can we
Yeah,
retest
I
it?
will take that over a happy birthday song any day. So go
Okay.
on.
All right.
I'm giving
Modern
Amira
drag
a-
women coming into your town. Her box is dragging on the ground. Oh. Her eggs are nowhere to be found. Whoa. Modern drag women riding the carousel. The one you don't smash
beer.
and tell. No. Or you'll be living in a cell. All right.
Oh my gosh! Please,
Hey,
guys.
can my present be the Frozen parody?
No.
It's so much worse. Not a dragging box. Because I literally thought of a box being dragged on a string, like she's just like dragging it with her, like she puts it over her shoulder and just like dragging it.
I was thinking the same
Does
thing,
some of y'all
Amira.
even watch that show?
No, I
thinking
didn't
the
even
same
know
I
the
see.
show.
The box dragging on the floor. The kids.
Well, you
playing
gotta listen to the
jump rope.
original
Yeah, the
theme.
kids.
You gotta listen to the Amira, you gotta listen to the original theme and see if I came close to nailing it.
Well, the only thing I can say is thank God that you didn't have a visual, because when you were singing it, the only thing I could see was kids playing hopscotch jump rope with the lips.
What the freak, Larry?
Hey,
Okay,
Larry.
Amira, you
is
have
now
to play
riddled
the
with
original
unpleasant images.
themes just to see if I nailed it.
Hey,
I
Larry,
will,
can
I
you
will.
bring
I
up
will listen to it.
the
There will.
Box prolapse. Okay, all
parody?
right, bye. I gotta go. Good night, guys. No, seriously, I gotta go. Whoever wants to join me for the after party, you guys can stay on the panel if you guys are joining me for the after party. But for now, I'm going to let the channel go, or let the people on the channel go, because I understand it's late and a lot of you guys stayed with me just because you wanted to stay for the 12 o'clock. So I appreciate you guys for staying with me. Whoever wants to stay for the after party, you just stay on and stay in the back on the backstage, or stay here on the panel. Thank you so much, Biro. Guys, I really do appreciate you all. And I did call out all of the super chats, and I appreciate every single one of them, because that is enough to get me my dress. So my dress is going to be my present from the Pride. So thank you guys so much. And I will have on my dress tomorrow. And I think with that, I'll yield my time. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.